Saving in Skyrim too. Yeah, that's probably something we could all stand to do in our video games. I mean, one thing I could try. I think last time I had turned this off. I think I had like raised these two beyond their default values. Yeah, I think I had like putzed around with some things. And I was tempted to like, you know, increase these sliders. Because I've got like a pretty good computer. I don't have an amazing computer, but by 2006 standards, this thing's a beast. So I would imagine that we would be able to, you know, crank all the sliders all the way and have no issues. But, since it was being all crashy earlier, it seemed like it was crashing when it was loading in a new area. So I'd come back to where it had crashed previously and get the loading area, you know, indicator. Little message on the bottom part of the screen. So that informs me that, yeah, there was some shenaniganry going down. And there was a bandit who tried to accost us earlier. He didn't even try to like shake us down for money. He just swung a hammer at us, thinking he was so cool, forgetting crucially how cool we are. The fear saving, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Alina. It's like, it's just a good habit for me to be in. He was right around here. I'm gonna get the drop on his ass. He said, wow. I think I hit him twice last time. I took it 3 times that time. And before you slide down the hill, we take your lockpick. Not too worries. All the object fade sliders. Yeah, there's many of them. Yeah. This goofy ass character. Goofy ass character. 500. I will have you know. Whoops. Oh god. Oh god. Hold on. I'm hacking it up. Sorry. There we go. I will have you know. Sadge Maroon is a hero. Okay. He's a hero. He's gonna save the world. He's gonna avenge those who killed Sir Patrick Stewart, the Emperor. And he's gonna do all of it with a big, happy smile on his face. Alright? This guy's great. He's a legit hero. He's a big man. He's a big boy. He's a good boy. And his head is of perfectly normal dimensions. He definitely isn't sad all the time. His sadness brightens our day. Yeah, when I was making the character, there were many times, as you might, I think you were there for that, Elida. You might remember where I was visibly enjoying myself way more often than I should have been. And I was like, why am I delighting so much in this fictional character looking so sad? If this were like a human person, my empathy would kick in and I would feel sad for them. You know, I would feel their emotions. But for a fictional character that I am creating, you know, I have full control over this man. I'm able to make him look so sad. And that is so funny to me for some reason. I don't know what that says about my personality, or me as a person, where Alex creates a thing, makes them look sad, and thinks it's fucking hilarious. What does that say about Alex? I don't have an answer. It is Schadenfreude, the character creation. He just eat all of his enemies with a chin that pronounced and like a jawline that impressive. I think he could unhinge his jaw and devour the universe. So it would not shock me. Also, I'm trying to keep an eye out for any nifty little cave openings, that kind of thing. These kinds of rock formations reminds me of the kind of stuff I would see in Morrowind. By the way, take a shot every time Alex mentions Morrowind. I see these kinds of rock formations and I go, oh man, a door could be right here, and I would be none the wiser because it's built in the side of a hill. So I'm trying to be mindful of that and just watch for it. By the way, if we follow those rules, take a shot every time Alex mentions Morrowind, we will all die. We will all die, and I will be the one to blame. Rightfully so. Are you gonna take every flower you see, Alex? You know, I'm the kind of gamer that likes to stop and smell the roses, and then pick them, grind them up into potions, snort them, and then murder bad guys with them. Also, big. What is this? We're still quite a ways away from our destination. Although we are halfway there, we're also coincidentally enough, living on a prayer. Man, this forest is great. I wonder if they would have named it after how great this forest is. Also, this strikes or smells of shenanigans, yes. I thought that was a person. Fort Ass. Is that a floating tree? Floating small tree. Loot the bodies and sell my... Okay, that's fine too. That is also valid. Loot the bodies and sell the junk. Sell the leftovers. Well, what do we gotta find? Yeah. Of course, it's a fort. So there will probably be some kind of entrance. Some kind of dungeon area. I know, visual glitches in a Bethesda game? Perish the thought. I'm guessing there's baddies up this way. Just can't see them. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a very good feeling about this place. These impaled skulls, skeletal heads. I like it in video games when a skull, I'm sorry, when a skeleton is like an enemy, and then you look at the skeleton and their skull has like a frown, like the formation of the skull's like brow is furrowed to make it look like it's frowning, because skulls can't just move like that. Like, you know, you need joints. Bones can't just bend on their own without, you know, fucking snapping. So the idea of a skeleton being like, me, I'm mad, or having facial expressions makes me very happy, because a default skeleton in their T-posing default state is very neutral and very, I don't think, particularly intimidating. So video games being like, how can we make this skeleton look more menacing? Oh, hello. Wait, are you bad? It occurs to me you might not be bad, especially if you're like running up to me and not trying to murder me. You don't even have your weapon drawn. What is it? Did Timmy fall down the well?
Your money or your life.
It's like he was beckoning me to follow him. Did little Timmy fall down the well? Bork, bork, or meow, meow rather. By the way, cold duck soup. Good to see you, buddy. Loading doors in Dark Souls, very nice. Sounds about right. As if I'm gonna pay this motherfucker.
We can play it that way if you like.
We sure can.
Die.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm very stuck. Want to get some distance so I can fuck him up with spells a little bit. And there's some kind of parrying thing I need to like learn about in this game, because that happens so often where I'll see a bad guy. This guy's actually pretty beefy, by the way. I'll see a bad guy, like they'll like put their weapon on guard, and then I've already queued up a power attack, and they'll like parry me somehow, and my guy will be big staggered. Maybe it involves, hold on, maybe I need to remove my shield, because I have a shield up that I honestly don't use very often. Oh, I didn't mean to drop it, sorry. So, hold on, maybe... Oh, hold on, wrong button. Right click. Oh, that's it. So maybe if you, like, do this... Maybe that's, like, the strat. So maybe that means there's, like, a benefit, then, to being shieldless. Because in Morrowind... Take a shot, by the way. In Morrowind, there really was no downside to using a shield. Even if you had an awful shield stat, it still helped with defense. And there was no parry option. Whereas in this game, there definitely appears to be. Yeah, the Highwayman was like, he was fairly beefy. It gave us, you know, a bit of trouble. Did quite a lot of damage. Whereas the bandit that accosted us on the road beforehand was chump change. That dude had literally less than 30 HP, whereas this guy was was kind of not hecking around. So we know that there's some kind of enemy somewhere, but not up here clearly. Of course, there's a one dungeon entrance. We will be exploring that very soon. Also, what's my restoration? Is it? I feel like I'm casting a lot of heals, but I don't see restoration going up all that often. Yeah, it's taking quite a bit. Maybe to do more like resist spells or fortify spells even. Yeah, it's a slow journey, leveling restoration relative to other things in this game. Anything else? It's like there's a lot of stuff amongst the wreckage of those boxes. Also, shoutouts to just leaving cheese in non-climate controlled bags in the top floor of a desiccated dungeon tower fortress thing. Surely it's not going to get moldy. Surely that's not the slightest bit of concern. Also, I think I need to level, don't I? I think I forgot about this actually. I feel like let's see, is there a way to see? Increasingly, yeah. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining it, but I thought I had like gotten enough leveled things, enough major skills leveled. I needed to take a nap to progress to the next level, but I could be misremembering. Hello, detect life. That's my detect life, or at least detect scary life. There's a T button. A goblin just A-posing down here. Clearly this was a combat situation that occurred prior to me getting here. Wait a second. Okay, for a second I was like, this looks like something I would have done. Just dropping shit all willy-nilly here. Yeah, maybe the highwayman was fighting these lads. They like fell down. Well, maybe not, probably not, yeah. Hold on, this will be cool. Splort. Clang. Physics. We enjoy them. And I like just yeet him off the edge. A little bit slower. I'm dragging him by his face. So if I fall, that would be certain death. I just remember back during this era of gaming, Half-Life 2, Oblivion, and games along kind of around this time where Havoc physics engines and like ragdoll physics, that kind of thing, were really, really cool and kind of a mark of technological progress in gaming and just computer technology, all that jazz. Was really extraordinary. And you know, by today's measure, it's really not that impressive, but at the time it was pretty huge. And like, you know, there'd be entire games just built around the fact that this game has cool physics, and that's really all we care about. Like that's just fun. That's just fun to see. Oh, I'm gonna fall down myself. That's okay. Go back up, see if there's anything else. Because I mean, Half-Life 2, so much of the game was built around the source engine, and like puzzles and like entire sequences built around either manipulating the environment to suit your needs, or the environment being manipulated and you having to survive it, or the motherfucking gravity gun. You know, entire weapons or functions of the game built around. There are neat physics in this game, and I think that was so cool, and it was so like refreshing. So, you know, you compare, take a shot, Morrowind, take a drink, right? You compare Morrowind to this game, and like, there's so many things that stand out to it, and one of it is that in just 6 years, I think, or maybe 5 years, technology had like allowed for some really cool and like innovative shit in such a small amount of time, and the difference in like the visual presentation is striking. Woo! Like that's just cool. Just being able to grab a thing and just yeet it out. Shit's awesome. It's just really fucking cool. Ooh, now if I was a game designer person or a level designer person, I would want to make something cool over there. Now there's a chest down there that we could. Oh wait, we've already been over there. I'm pretty sure. I see this and I go, oh, I want to jump it. Whoops. I did that thing where I tried to run from here to here, but I was in the middle of the air, in between that space and that space, so I just didn't jump. I can make that, right? Whoop. Whoop. Ah! I'm a big man, big, scary, tough man, and I definitely didn't scream like a little girl. So anyway, there's nothing up there as far as I can tell. Shoutouts to acrobatics, by the way, letting us not get fucked by fall damage. Fall damage is pretty painful in this game. Yeah, there were bad guys earlier. By the way, I should save more often. Turbo Dismount. Oh, I remember, I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you, D-Man. I actually did play Turbo Dismount. In fact, I streamed it, but it wasn't on my channel. This was years ago. This was like 4 years ago. There was one of my friends from MagFest of all places organized a Twitch charity event around the holidays, around the winter holidays. They called it Twitchmas, and people would like stream on this one channel for a few hours, you know, just a game that was just a random chosen for funsies game. And yeah, I was looking for like, I volunteered to sign up, and I was looking for a game that was fun to play and like really easy and chill and like lighthearted. And I remember D-Man telling me about Turbo Dismount, and I was like, ooh, that's a good one. So yeah, we played Turbo Dismount for like just a few hours. It was like I said, it was only like each person taking small little shifts, but it was a fun time. I would like to stream it in earnest on this channel. And like, you know, really get into it, because, you know, at that point you're really kind of scratching the surface. But the little bit that I did play was funsies, and you're right, physicsy, comedy, and problem solving, or at least scenario solving. It is very fun. It is a very fun and like goofy thing to play around with. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There was a game, just kind of pursuant to the conversation of games with like unique physicsy things, and that being like a really central feature. There was a game for the N64. It's actually on the Switch N64 online service. Winback, I think is. Oh no, it's not Winback. I'm sorry. Winback is on the Switch N64 online service, but that's not the game I'm thinking of. The game I'm thinking of, I think, was Minority Report. I think there was a Minority Report licensed game. And I think I was actually on the GameCube, not the N64, so I might be getting ahead of myself here. But what power's being drained sucks for me. But anyway, kind of what I was getting at was that when that game came out, a lot of the reviews were something along the lines of, yeah, the game isn't very good, but it has kind of neat physics, and you can throw people through windows, and it's like very satisfying. Like you can, you know, you're punching up a bad guy, you pick him up, and you fucking throw his ass through a window, the window shatters, and they ragdoll through it, and it's like, was very satisfying. Like, that was the only thing people gave a shit about with that game. I'm gonna see if this is gonna be setting thing off. And like, people still talk about it to this day. Like, when they think about the Minority Report video game on, I think, the GameCube, they say like, oh yeah, that game, isn't that the one where you can fucking yeet them? Hold on, we'll wait for that in a second. Yeet them through windows, and like, that's like the whole feature. Like, nowadays, if you have like cool physics in your game, it can get you a little far, but not as much so, because, you know, the bar has been lifted. The bar has been raised. I think it's fascinating how those trends kind of happen as technology progresses, and as the standards and expectations fluctuate. Sometimes you can get by with like some neat little features and fun bells and whistles, but after a certain point, well, can I sit down and like, it occurs to me, well, here, let me just finish that thought. But yeah, just the idea of the changing times and changing technology and whatnot. I think it's fascinating. Anyway, the other thought that I just had queued up in my list in my brain is that we have this stool, and you know what, it occurs to me, we've seen a lot of stools and chairs, and I kind of don't ever think about it. I can like mouse over it and it shows a little icon, but it occurs to me, is that like a thing that happens? Like maybe I restore fatigue a lot quicker when I'm sitting. So here, I'm just gonna jump around a lot. So let's compare the rate in which our fatigue recovers standing still versus sitting. No difference. Because I was about to ask, like, yeah, is there any reason why I would want to sit? Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, it's E. Okay. Trying to figure which button allows me to get back up. Yeah, I was like, is there any reason I would want to sit down? I mean, I guess it's like a fun, kind of neat thing to play around with, especially if you're wanting to be immersive with talking with NPCs, that kind of thing. Fuck. Damn it. There we go. That's what I was looking for. The first Doom? Yeah. When it comes to like dungeon crawlers, that kind of thing, obviously Doom wasn't a dungeon crawler per se, but its presentation was kind of had some dungeon-y vibes to it. So I think it's a valid comparison. Rest for 1 hour. See if I do have a level. I do. I knew it. Now I don't have a lot to show for it though. Ooh, I almost wonder if I shouldn't have taken that level. Maybe I should have waited. I think I will. I think I will not take this level yet because we don't get a lot of points for it. I also worry about like leveling too quickly, so to speak, because enemy encounters do scale with our level, but not necessarily other stats. So I'm gonna wait for a bit, so if I can get some other things going. So that way I can get like maybe some +4 or +5 even modifier dealy boppers. Does nothing for, yeah, it's just a neat thing, I guess. There might be fun physicsy things though. I do enjoy some fun physicsy things though. There are oh really, Alina? So I should look for like butt spikes or something. Ouch. Speaking of spikes. Oh, on the bot. Wow, that's sneaky. That's fucking sneaky, yeah. They're used to, like, we're used to looking at eye level or even, like, above, but never below. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a nice thing. Just a nice feature. Comparable to, yeah, toilets flushing video games. Yeah, it's like a measure of usability, or interactivity, rather. Also, see, this guy got completely obliterated because, well, there's spikes everywhere. Would love to have like a living creature run through here. Maybe I could have queued that up just to see if these things are still going. Because yeah, Alina is right. The interactivity of toilets in video games is oftentimes a mark of like how much fun did the developers have making this game, and like how much free time or not, maybe not free time, but how much like time are they given for like extra fun things. As if it was a super protracted development schedule and they were rushed, they had to cut a bunch of crap at the end and things were super bare bones, and it will show. But if they had time and like budget for like fun maybe not flavor text, but flavor interactivity functions in the game. Oh, here we go. How do I yell? I'm gonna cast a spell in your direction. I'll hit him once. I want you to run through here and get bodied by your own shit. He's too smart, isn't he? I don't say this about goblins very often. Gonna run away. What if he runs out of arrows? You can't have that many arrows. You're a goblin. You don't even have pockets. I'm amassing a nice collection over here. Man, I want him to get fucking obliterated by these spike balls so badly. There's no way he has infinite arrows or like a fuck ton of them. There's just no way. I refuse to believe it. This is a lot of arrows. Oh god, I'm like tripping over them. Come at me, bro. He's not coming at me. Nor is he my bro. I wonder if the game ever starts to lag with like the number of objects in a small area. Because each object needs to have its own collisions. All that jazz. Like there's a lot of crap that has to happen with each individual one. Dude, you can't possibly have that many more arrows. Do I have a spell to just like remove arrows from bad guy? Remove arrow from target? I'm starting to wonder if bad guys have infinite arrows until you kill them. Because like the gobs we've been killing, they have like 6 arrows on their person, and this is ridiculous. Ouch. Well, we're seeing arrows despawn. Yeah, I think they have infinite arrows. That's a shame. Well, maybe they'll still reach him. I don't think it will, though. Oh, it did reach him. Okay. I wanted him to run through that shit. I wanted him to just get fucking obliterated. So let me guess. 6 arrows. 3 arrows. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm used to seeing, but he just had an infinite amount when he was doing his thing. So anyway, there's still that trap area we saw earlier. I'm looking to see if there's a way to like disable it before I rush in like a fool, like that previous plunderer did. This dungeon, this like goblin dungeon, is a relative pushover compared to the previous dungeons. Like goblins are really nothing to worry about in this game. Like maybe we'll fight hobgoblins, you know, maybe there's like big boys later on, but right now this is quite easy. Well, they've been busy getting some cooking. Oh. Did I just step on a thing? Oh, that's just the music. I thought I stepped on something. I thought like the perspective shifted, like the world was trembling. I was like, oh god, did I step on something? Is an Indiana Jones boulder about to step on my nuts? Some more old wooden doors. We saw that one area further downstairs that was like a new instance. A new cell or a new I'm not sure what the word is, but like a new a loading state zone. Some dead peoples that I did not kill. I'm a little disappointed. All right, so that strikes me as that's probably a spicy place. Let's check out the less spicy place first, then we'll double back. Also, one thing I'm kind of looking forward to, and I don't know if this game is going to have it, but everyone take a drink. In Morrowind, let's see, it's outside. In Morrowind, the 6th... Oh, I'm actually an idiot, apparently. I got all turned around. So I have been there before. Oh, it loops! Estoy looping. Okay, that explains it. So the dead bodies I saw were bodies that I had spawned in myself. Yeah. Yeah, we looped. Brother, could you spare some loops? But yeah, one thing I'm I'm hoping will happen in this game was that in Morrowind, there were many instances where I was like uncertain of what to expect in a dungeon and was maybe even afraid of what to expect in a dungeon. The Sixth House dungeons are an excellent example of this because everything is so culty and like satanic-y. And especially as a kid, that shit's like kind of creepy, man. Like everything was dark and red and like the zombies were deformed and the cultists had like their faces carved out, yet they could still like see you and cast spells at you. And there were like demonic statues everywhere. And there was diseases that were incurable. Like there was some scary shit in Morrowind. I'm hoping there's some scary shit in this game. And I maybe not even like where I'm scared for my character's well-being, more just like I'm creeped out by the atmosphere. Like I'm hoping that there's some of that in this game too. As these dungeons are interesting and I like exploring them, but it feels like I'm just plundering. I've yet to have that feel of like, oh man, what am I getting myself into? Because that's such a fun feeling. By the way, I'm gonna explore this. I never saw any switches to turn this off. Just might have to go fast. We've got a lot of health, so we should be fine. Take your ringy ding dings. And your flawed pearl and your gold and your nuggets and the nugs. The heals. Not too bad. That was much more chill than I was expecting. So, let's check out Stockade. Ouch. You think I would have learned my lesson the first time? Or even the third time, because I've run through that hallway many times and I keep getting got by those spikes. He wasn't wearing a helmet. He wasn't wearing shoes either, which was a curious choice. Like wearing shoes in a dungeon is probably a step 1 recommended thing. Yeah, not wearing a helmet though. Yeah, that's especially when you're in your spike traps. Rookie mistake. Nope. More gobs. Whoop, wrong spell. I can cheese it, because I don't know if they can open this door. Oh, they have... Well, that one has an arrow at least. Look at that, they have arrows. Oh shit, they do open the doors, okay. I just want to cast one more. He does not have it. Okay, he has a quiver, but had no bow. So he has arrows, but no bow, okay. No, he had a bow, he just chose not to use it. Also, he looks sad. He looks like I just put him in timeout. Looks like he's pouting. He's like, yeah, but I don't wanna. You're not my real dad. Oh, there it is. That's what it is, Alina. Yeah, his shoes got by the spikes. Ooh, that's how they get you, man. That I almost didn't see. Yes, I narrowly caught it, Alina. You're very correct. I definitely didn't get got several times by those spikes. Yeah, what he should have done, again, rookie mistake. What he should have done, he probably had like normal boring ass shoes. He should have got himself some rough leather boots, like a real gamer. I just love this little pouty lad. Oh, torch ran out. He's all like pouty and sad. He's like, I'm in timeout because my stepdad caught me trying to raid the cookie jar from the pantry. Got his hand on the railing. He's just like, I'm just gonna pout. You go upstairs and think about what you've done, mister. Yeah, I was thinking this. I was thinking that earlier, D-Man. I was thinking earlier, it's like, I hope Gobby doesn't judge me too harshly for punishing his brethren, his children. Excuse me. Take the healing potions. Easy. Security skill up to 26, baby. Of course, we got that. Not journeyman. Apprentice, I think. Apprentice skill. Skill level, which is satisfying. Let's start pressing some switches. I'm guessing there's going to be a puzzle of sorts. Maybe not. Maybe it's not a puzzle at all. Okay. Shit. Is it really gonna be just that simple? Just, oh wait, there's 4 switches, okay. Gonna see, is there really just like 1 for each of these? That's not it. Oh, that one. Not so bad. Unless they like shut behind you or some shit. And if they were to shut behind me, that would be indication of some scary shit. Well, maybe not scary, but noteworthy shit abounds. Although, no life detected. No life detected. Me at circa high school. Plays video games all day, or maybe not all day, but all evening and on weekends. No life detected. More gob. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, look at this guy. He's got like fancy armor. He's not naked. Skirmisher. Yeah, these actually got some tankiness. Not much, but some. Music still sounds scary and or exciting. He has nothing. He's wearing armor, but allegedly he's naked. Maybe that's just what his skin looks like. Steel war axe. Eh, not bad. So we're probably going to see more of these kind of next tier goblin lads. Because yeah, the skirmishers are actually significantly more tanky. Rats. One of these has got to be the biggest rat that makes all the rules. I'm impressed they were able to see me. Maybe like all enemies in the area got alerted somehow when I started the fight with those lads from a distance. Because like they had no line of sight to me, so I'm impressed they were aggroed to me. Poison of catastrophe. This guy had nothing, right? Yeah, truly nothing. No potions, no lockpicks, no nothing. What a... He's freaking holding out on me, dude. So lame. Now, I don't have to do that. I just kind of want to, just because, again, physics equals fun. Oh, wrong button. Also, I cannot pick up this entire, like, torso. So the human, the player character is like, all right, I'll grab skulls, I'll grab femurs, I'll grab thigh bones, but I'm not gonna grab, like, a whole ass torso, man. I have standards, okay? Everyone has their limits. Now, this isn't, like, that fucked up, because rat meat is a very, like, common and cheap source of protein in the world of Tamriel. So, you know, it's a little weird, but, like, not that weird. I can just sit down and contemplate my life. Oh, my goodness. Water breathing, that's awesome. Holy shit. That is, like, strangely useful. Now, granted, I'm probably not going to use it all the time, or need it all the time. We will likely find other amulets that have other benefits that, you know, outweigh the benefits of this one, but still, that's really not half bad. So now we just have infinite water breathing whenever we want it, so long as we keep this on in our inventory. Also, it's somehow more valuable than the Amulet of Kings, somehow. Which is wild to me. This literally priceless artifact that only people of the Emperor's bloodline can wear. An indication of royalty and nobility and esteem and prestige, outclassed by a thing that lets you breathe in water. We are a big boy. Sometimes he looks more angry, but now he looks more sad, which is good. Get that big head. I also sometimes forget that beneath that helmet is a short, orange-ass, but also somehow balding mohawk. It's also shiny. Look how it glistens. Also, you know, shoutouts to the fact that when he removes the helmet, it like, it goes like, boom, it like perks back up, fully erect. You'd think it would get matted down by the helmet, but somehow he's able to keep it going, so good for him. Good for him for keeping his style going. I'm reminded of in Scrubs when JD is riding around on his moped. He wears what he calls not a helmet but a hairmet, which is to say it has like an extra kind of poof at the top, like an extra bulge, if you will. That such that when he wears it, it doesn't like mash his hair down, so the poof is maintained. That'd be really good in D&D. It would be, yeah. That's extraordinary. Yeah, you could accomplish great feats with a utility like this. So if we were to find some kind of underground dungeon, I mean, this means we just don't need water breathing potions. I don't need water breathing spells for that matter either. And I believe I have water breathing. I do, but I don't need it anymore, so look at that. Ain't that some shit? Hydrophobic to cause... Ooh, that's kind of nice too. In our Shadowrun game, Adam requests that all of our characters have some kind of like foil. You know, it's like that. That's like an aspect of the game for the character creation that is like encouraged, partly for like a balancing thing, but also just for flavor text, you know, or for flavor rather. And for some of the more obvious ones are like vices, so like addictions to gambling or addictions to beverages, you know, drinking or drugs, that kind of thing, or like fears, like psychological fears. And I chose a fear of heights, which, given that you're in Shadowrun, a lot of times you're going to be gallivanting about in like around skyscrapers, that kind of thing, because that's where like the wealthy people live. They live in the skies, so to speak. So the idea of like trouncing around rooftops and all that jazz while having like a horrible fear of heights, like Adam was like, that's a good one. That's like a clever and at times going to be debilitating phobia for a player character to have. So it's only come up a few times, but still it does kind of mix things up a bit. So like having a hydrophobic character does make for some interesting role-playing situations. Yeah, because if you're in a party, exactly, when you're in a party situation, it's one thing if you're by yourself, but rarely in Dungeons and Dragons are you by yourself. So yeah, if you are in a party situation and one person just flat out refuses to go that way, then you know, the party can only move in the direction of its most obstinate party member. Some kind of big fear, yeah, it's having some kind of major foil. Like I said, I think it's something that like you're required to do in Shadowrun, but you know, I could be wrong. Maybe it doesn't require. Maybe it's just a thing that Adam, our DM, kind of encouraged. But I think it's a good idea because yeah, having some kind of foil like that, I think, does make an interesting character. You know, making a character that is fully average. Hello, I'm John, adventurer. I'm not amazing at any one thing, and I'm not horrible at any one thing either. And I have no horrible weaknesses or no horrible strengths. It's kind of lame, right? Like having something that mixes it up is kind of a nice way to add some spice. D&D stories, that's a good one. That's a good question because yeah, there's yeah, D-Man's been playing a lot D&D for quite a while, I'm pretty sure. And he's run mini games as well, which is impressive. I've never actually run a game. I've only been a participant, you know, a player, but never a proprietor, never a one proctoring a game. And I've always wondered if it would be kind of nice to do so, although to be honest, I'm not a very creative guy. I struggle to like come up with interesting stories and that kind of thing. So I don't know if I would really make a good DM. I don't even think I'm that good of a player, to be honest, but I do enjoy it. I'm not always great at D&D or tabletop role-playing RPGs. Excuse me, but I do enjoy them. Some kind of drug, very nice. Party's not aware of it. Terrified of drag. That's valid. Being terrified of dragons in a D&D game, perfectly valid. Run one game, played a few. That's still pretty impressive, man. Still a good smattering of experience, I would say. Average. I bet there's gonna be 9 gold in here. Fuck. Double fuck. There we go. Patience, young Padawan. Patience. There we go. People should be accurate. Honestly, if I were to see a dragon right now, if a dragon were to rip the roof off of this building and slap me in the face with his giant nuts, I would be terrified. And a little bit aroused, but mostly terrified. I think fear is valid. Fear of not having a... Oh, yeah. Well, I'm assuming what he meant is that, like, the person has, like, an addiction of sorts. Or something like that. Like, I'm guessing that's what he means, is, like, the person is, like, addicted in some way. Unless it literally is, yeah, he's, like, afraid of not having a foil, which would be interesting. So, like, yeah, it's like he has, like, withdrawals, basically. Doped out of his mind. Yeah. So he's got like a chemical need, chemical addiction, what have you. It's so green out here. It's so lush. Reminds me of RimWorld, when we discovered that one of our characters in our party had a chemical dependency for alcohol. And the way the chemical dependencies in RimWorld work is that they are debilitating until the person like kind of works through their withdrawal and they are, you know, more or less cured of the chemical dependency. Like, it's going to be awful. In the interim, like, it's going to be rough because they will have horrible negatives. They move at a snail's pace. Their mood is like sour for like the in-game weeks it takes for the chemical dependencies to subside. It's awful, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel because once it's done, the character is on the other side. You know, is on the other side of the experience, and they're much better off once the chemical dependency has kind of been shaken off. So save every so often. So anyway, I was playing with some mods enabled that added some additional like character perks, and one of them was a unique chemical dependency that I didn't understand at first, because the game says this person has like an unusual addiction for this, you know, their chosen drug or their chosen thing. In this case, it was alcohol. And I didn't realize what that meant is that the addiction never goes away. So this person was like experiencing withdrawal symptoms for like several in-game months, and they just were not recovering. And I was like, what is going on? And finally I read like the full description, and it said that they will never recover fully from it. So they're just addicted permanently. And I was like, oh my God. So that was a learning experience, and it made for an interesting character, an interesting story, but fucking hell, that was a rude awakening. But goddamn, yeah, RimWorld is a very good game for those kinds of storytelling opportunities. Just needing an escape. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's maybe not so much a like one specific drug, but just something called Dream Lily. Oh, very nice, Alina. Yeah, well, the good news is, yeah, you probably, if I had to guess, probably happened upon some legitimately helpful websites. I bet that's a thing where people probably are like, yeah, let's really ponder this. I bet there are people that have kind of moneyballed, if you'll allow the phrase. You know, the, what am I trying to say? Like, the kind of theorized how large these things would be, and other said statistics, for better or for worse. Also, there is a website, and I will not elaborate. I'll confess, I've actually never been to this website, so I actually don't know what it really is like. But there is a website called Bad Dragon, and they have paraphernalia, we'll call it. And you might think to yourself, whoa, that's weird. Like, that's really fucking weird. And I bet that's super niche. The thing is, though, to my understanding, that's like a really popular website. Like, you might think, oh, dragon-themed sexual paraphernalia, that's probably like super niche. But apparently, like, it's not as obscure as some might think. And maybe it's just that it is truly a very small percentage of human people that are, you know, into that kind of thing. And this small number of human people are just very supportive of this website. You know, maybe it's like a small, very dedicated audience. But yeah, like last I've never actually been to the website, but I've heard people say that, like, oh yeah, they are doing very, very well for themselves. And that's great. I'm happy for them, legitimately. Also, maters. Hopefully I don't get fucking bamboozled, don't get fucking bodied for stealing all this guy's tomatoes. But look at this, I'm harvesting tomatoes, you can still see them. It's fine. Clearly, we're doing no harm. And watermelons, well, watermelon vines at least, and radishes. Dude, we're gonna make some potions. Hope I have inventory space for all this. I do. Time to get literally 50 pounds of vegetables. Make a bunch of fucky potions. The flower picker, that's right. That's right, yeah, literally stopping to smell and pick the roses in this case. It's a beautiful thing. The recipes. Well, I know the way it works in this game is you don't have to memorize specific recipes. All you have to do is just have your alchemy skill high enough where and have some alchemy tools. Whereas if you have, and such that if you have your alchemy skill high enough so that you can see at least some effects that a reagent would have, you know, an ingredient would have, and then you get a mortar and pestle or an alembic or something, you know, some kind of alchemical tool, and slap them together and find two that have a common thread. So two ingredients that have restore fatigue, or restore health, or cure poison, that kind of thing. That's really all you need. You just need to find the right ingredients, find the right things, bring them together, and hope you roll high enough to make a potion out of it. So you don't need specific ingredients. It's thankfully pretty flexible in this game, at least. Same with Morrowind. Take a drink. And I'm assuming Skyrim does something probably fairly similar. Ingredients for each effective. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. The website's colorful. Yeah, it's maybe I should go to the website. I'm not gonna visit it on stream. I'm not gonna like show it on stream, obviously. But yeah, maybe I should just go to the website just to peruse their wares, because like I have seen pictures that other people have posted, like, you know, shared on Twitter or like, you know, other places. I've seen things that people have shared. Also the egg apparatuses, we'll just say. I'm aware of those. I've never seen one in person. I've never like seen one in action, so to speak. But there's an egg. How do I say this in a gentlemanly fashion? There is a how do I say this? There is a desire by some to experience the simulation of getting impregnante by like otherworldly beings. So like the idea of like a little like thing getting like kind of I don't really know how to say this, inseminated inside of you. There's a percentage of people who are into that kind of thing. The idea of like a substance, not even a substance, but like an egg-like substance being implanted. That's the word, being implanted. And there is a style of paraphernalia that allows for this. It has like a little mechanism where you like press a little latch and it like whoop. It's like a little gelatin, like a water-based gelatin thing that there's like a recipe for it. You can like have it sit in your fridge overnight, that kind of thing. And it's a thing that some people are into. So, like, yeah, it's fascinating. I think it's like legitimately fascinating. I'm unironically, I think it's like so interesting seeing all the wild and weird ways us humans are into like sexy times. And I say wild and weird in a positive way. I think it's like kind of cool that human creativity allows for such creative ways to get into things. That's right, technology. I say it hasn't gone too far enough. Also, I'm busting into this guy's house. I never saw a dude out here, so I'm just gonna assume that it's fine. Look to see if that was a weapon, but it was not, sadly. I'm gonna be real embarrassed if this guy, like, walks in on me stealing all of his shit and taking a dump on his floor. But I never saw him outside. I was half expecting to find a dead body somewhere. Like he had been killed. But I see no signs of kilting yet. So they come in the clear. Whoops, I removed the apple, and now the rake has fallen over. It's got that brandy, but I can't pick it up. I mean, I can pick it up, but I can't sell it. I could pick it up and drink all of it, but then it would, I think, fuck over my willpower. And willpower is kind of important when you're casting spells at the time. So many paint palettes and barrels. I've never really commented on them, but we see a lot of paint palettes. It's like, that's such a common object for some reason. I haven't seen a paint palette in literal years. Decades, even. Steal his corn. I'm breaking into his cornhole. And his bone meal? Why do you have bone juice in a bag above your bed, you fucking weirdo? Oh wait, that was not oh yeah, that was stealing. I was gonna say, how is that not stealing? It was. Oop, there's your nug. A lockpick though. I think I had to spend a lockpick to get in here. So we've broken even. I'll take your Nirnroot, which allegedly might be special. Allegedly, Nirnroot might have like some kind of special properties. We have a quest to investigate it. People, they like to paint, yeah. Just the idea of a physical, like paint palette is so interesting. Just because it's like it's such an old timey thing, and you know, in all fairness, this is kind of an old timey fantasy realm that we're in. But yeah, it's such an odd, antiquated thing to see so much of in this game. Just random items, yeah, just random items, paint brushes, paint palettes in barrels. It'd be one thing if it was on like a desk, some kind of workstation, if they were an artist or if they were clearly working on something. But yeah, just you know, there for funsies. In a barrel, yeah. Rats giving, yeah, there was that one slaughterfish we killed earlier, or yesterday rather, that had a gold lodged inside of it somehow, somewhere. It's like I'm either unwilling or unable to comment on where inside of that slaughterfish that gold coin was lodged. Nothing of use. I think as our alchemy skill gets higher, our ability to pick and harvest gets more gooder. So I think it is a dice roll of sorts. So there's a thingy over that way. Here's what I'm gonna do, dear viewer, because I don't think I can't leave notes in this game. On this game's map, like you could in Take a Drink, Morrowind. In Morrowind, you could like right-click on the map. Well, with the Game of the Year edition, at least, you could right-click on the map and leave notes for things. And I cannot leave a note to say, Alex, there's a thing here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna venture this way a little bit, but not very much. So I'm gonna venture a little bit, then I'm gonna go back. My reasoning being is that when I come back, and I'm thinking to myself, like yesterday when I was trying to find that statue area that caught my eye. There's a thing up there too. And I'm thinking, crap, where did I see that thing? Or which direction did I go? All I need to do is I'll just need to bring up the local map and be like, okay, where was an area kind of in the south where I clearly started going somewhere. So forging a new path will really give me the big brain intel on where past Alex was thinking. Nothing besides cruddy weapons that they hold in their hand. Yeah, they got the weapons. Sometimes they have the bone meal, which makes sense, but yeah, sometimes they'll have other odds and ends. They have no pockets, or at least I would question what a skeletal pocket would look like. Thank you, Alina. Yes, in fact, yeah, thank you for the reminder. Save early, save often. It's the gamer credo. Have a good night, Alina. Thank you for hanging out with us and joining in on some fun, spirited conversations involving dragon paraphernalia and skeletal pockets. It's all good stuffs. So after probably trying to think how many hours in game have I been playing. I might even say, does not say, but I would guess at least a dozen hours of in-game time. We're finally progressing in the main quest, by some measure at least. I say as I retrieve more things. We're gonna make some weird fucking potions, because I keep finding so many things I want to putz with. Prepare for the putzing. Especially mushrooms are curious because there's so many kinds of mushrooms. Just like in Morrowind, take a drink. It was Jauffre. Now there was a very well beloved character in Game of Thrones that everybody loved named Jauffre. Now it was spelled differently and maybe even pronounced a little bit different, but everyone loved that character. I've never actually watched Game of Thrones, so I don't actually know much about him, other than everyone thinks he's great. Dogs sent after you for stealing. I think they would if I had a bounty. I don't currently have a bounty, thankfully, but yeah, I would imagine that after a certain point, the baddies could go after us. Retorch. Or paint palettes and shears and such. I'm gonna guess that the cathedral is probably where we want to go. He's like nudging the horses.
How goes? I'm the shepherd here. Eranor's the name, and this is Waynon Priory.
I'll confess, I actually don't know what the word priory means. I'm guessing it is a some kind of structure.
If he's not sleeping or eating, he'll be fussing with his books, I reckon, over in the Priory house.
Maybe it's a name. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like someone's last name. Wasn't expecting a castle wall. What are you seeing here? Got lots of things to explore, my friends. Yeah, where would a skeleton be storing a thing? Yeah, I would hope that that the skeletal pocket is some kind of magic device and not a part of the skeletal anatomy that I didn't need to know it existed. Still thinking about the skull, the skullusy. Take your 2 gold that you for some reason are sitting in the garbage outside. The lodge, we'll check that out in a second. So the Priory House, which probably is not this. Oh, it's empty. Which means time to steal their paintbrushes and their paint palettes. I'm gonna, yeah, if only like painting or crafting was a skill in this game, with it alchemy is like I'm crafting potions. What if I could just craft a nice picture, then leave it on their doorstep? His cheese and his bread. And his lockpicks. Always useful. And his pumpkins. Oh, over encumbered. There it is. You know what? I jokingly said earlier I was going to acquire 50 pounds of reagents, and I apparently was not memeing. So, time for a potion spree. We have a lot of things. Ooh, we can make a lot of things. A fuck ton of burden potions. Perfect. Oh, fuck, night eye potions. That is legitimately useful. That's fantastic, actually. Ah, restore fatigue, lame. Boring. Yeah, I think it's all restore fatigue with those carrots. I like to start with the weird shit, though. Restore intelligence? Sure. With the boar meat, you do damage speed. We could do fortify health. That's legit. Do damage fatigue. You do fortify health, damage fatigue. See, fortify health could actually be kind of nice, so I would like to do the fortify health if that's an option. Fortify health, perfect. We could damage endurance. We could fortify health again. Yeah. Look at us making legitimately useful things and not just garbage. Fortify endurance, also good. That would, I think, in a roundabout way, fortify our health. I'm not used to making useful potions. I'm used to making fucking meme fest potions. Resist frost, cool. We're gonna get alchemy to level 100 by the time I'm level 6, and I'm not gonna know what to do with myself at that point. We can detect life. We can damage fatigue. We can damage magicka. I'll detect life. And then, whoops. Actually, that's fine. Radishes are probably just restore fatigue. Nothing else with those guys. Anything else with the meats? Oh yeah, there's the damage magicka. What about leeks? I feel like leeks have some weird properties. Restore fatigue, lame. Pumpkins. Restore fatigue and damage personality, great. I feel like when it has more effects like that, it's more valuable, even if the effects are not desirable. The weirder, the merrier. It blows my mind I can't do... there's no drain combinations with Nirnroot. Although, there's apparently a side quest that involves collecting some amounts of them. Water walking, that's actually kind of nice too. Damage health, whoops. Or restore health and feather. That's kind of nice. Nothing with ectoplasm. Gonna do probably a bunch of these restore fatigues pretty soon. Is there anything else? Oh, here we go. Gonna keep the primrose leaves. Bone meal for some resist fire. Yeah, these sadly are done. This is the most we have of anything, I think, other than the carrots. Where did I get 50 plus carrots, by the way? I actually can't remember. I don't think it's like any one place. I think what it is that we just stole a lot of carrots over time, like slowly over time. Because it's kind of become a problem. These carrots are getting out of control. Yeah, so this one we're just powering through these things. Oh, the pumpkins. I should make sure to use... Oh, I think I already used the pumpkins because they're so heavy. I think we are good now. So we've burned through a bunch of reagents. I've made a fuck ton of potions, some of which are legit kind of cool. Because that's how it usually goes in my experience, at least with an Elder Scrolls game. And potion making is that it starts as a meme, and then at some point into it, you start going like, oh shit, I'm making things that I kind of want to keep because that could be really fucking useful. My athletics went up. So the Wayne house. Oh, wait. I get it. Wayne house. Priory house. Oh, wait. Door to Wayne. Okay, well, so that's like the main area. The dude was like, yeah, when the guy's not sleeping, he's probably sleeping now. But that's okay. Are you the man?
Yes?
He's not the man. But he's a man.
He's upstairs. Go ahead.
It's a nice little place. So it's a monastery, I'm supposing. It's very glowy in here. And my eyes immediately go like, zooming in on food so I can make potions.
How are you?
Letter to mother. Mother, please don't worry. It's like that's the voice that comes to mind. Lines for the succession. The three princes dead. Right. There are precedents for these things. Council's been running the empire anyway. Madmen or witches or crazy cultists. Perhaps not political. The empire will survive. No riots or civil wars, probably, or warp in the west. Warp in the west. What an interesting phrase. Stay with Uncle Cor and Aunt Hera on the farm for a while. It's probably fine in the city. I'll visit you soon. Penir. Or Penir. Just reading about Uriel Septim's biography. Yeah, the idea of people being, you know, fucking anxious about that whole situation. Can't say I blame them. And the idea of, like, people kind of wringing their hands over potential, you know, political underpinnings. Can't say I blame them.
Citizen.
So yes,
Welcome,
Pioneer.
good citizen.
We were just reading
I'm
about
Brother
you.
Pioneer, and this is Wayne Priory, a monastery. Can I help you?
You can ask about a lot of things, actually. Tell me about the blades.
Like members of my order, the Blades are devoted to the divine Talos. We honor them for their dedication and devotion. He seems to be different than your usual self-proclaimed holy man. Maybe what he says is true, that the attack on the Chapel of Devella is just the beginning of an assault on the church itself.
This audio is very low. Pilgrimage, oh.
We are a monastic order devoted to divine Talos, who was the mortal Tiber Septim, the founder of the Empire. Things go from bad to worse nowadays. Priests, murdered on the chapel altar.
What's that? Could you speak up?
What next?
Having a hard time hearing you. Sorry, the orchestra is really loud. Some more about this pilgrimage quest.
Oh, yes. He'll be in the priory house somewhere.
Like I've messed with this before. Yeah, voice volume is as high as it can go, and it's still like, he's whispering. Like, oh, Jauffre, he's in the priory house somewhere. I'm sorry, could you speak up, please? The orchestra's going ham, and I can't really hear very well. So I'm guessing this is the man. And I bet he's got the plan. I'm gonna save real quick. So I'm saving early and saving often. Like a good boy.
I'm Brother Jauffre. What do you want? Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death?
I'm thinking about how we should navigate this. Like, do I want to like make myself seem suspicious? Let's get right down to business.
You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it. By the Nine, this is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death? As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only
That's
the
convenient.
strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
I want to ask about this as well.
His meaning is unclear to me as well. The Emperor seemed to perceive some threat from the demonic world of Oblivion. The Prince of Destruction, Mehrunes Dagon, is one of the Lords of Oblivion. But the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers. I'm not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power.
And it's only worth 1,000 gold.
When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the Emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the Emperor was aware of. I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress. Now it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
So we gotta find his ass.
His
And
name
the rest
is
of them.
Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here.
We have some quests for
You
there.
must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
I agree. We shall make haste and progress the main story, and I definitely won't get caught up on side quests or exploring dungeons. No way would I ever do that. That is a filthy lie, by the
You'll
way.
be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move. I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
Oh. So there'll be more conversation opportunities. Oh, he's saying that this is unlocked. Okay. Any cool books? On Morrowind. It's a good game. That's my on Morrowind. Oh wow, he has quite a lot of things in here. Claymore, ooh, two-handed badass Claymore. Damn, maybe I should like kind of spec into that. Although, of course, it's not magical. Yeah, it's only steel. It would not pierce. through magic situations. But yeah, that's something to consider since I don't really have a lot for blocking. I don't know if you can parry with a two-handed weapon though, so there might be, you know, some downside. Tempting though. At least something to consider. Yeah, keep talking to him.
Your first priority now should be to find Martin and bring him back here. I don't have much here at hand, but you're welcome. Prior Maberel and Brother Piner may also be able to help. You should speak to them about it if you haven't already.
So priory is, I'm assuming, like a generic term for something similar to a monastery, like some kind of monk-related organization or structure or building or what have you. So because he just mentioned like there was a prior is a title of some variety, kind of probably related to like a friar, not a friar like a you know, like a deep fryer, but like the title.
One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard. The coronation of each new Emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the Emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries. The Elder Council rules in the Emperor's absence by ancient tradition. Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the Empire has to a leader right now. But the Blades answer only to the Emperor, of course. We are not an arm of the government. He is a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kvatch. He never knew that he was Uriel Septim's son. You need to find him at once and bring him safely back here.
Ooh, I wonder if it'll be an escort quest.
The Daedra Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal races. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity. Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the Septim bloodline. Talos is our patron. You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard.
And of course, so much of the Morrowind plotline was based around
no time. You must find Martin
doing quests
before
for
the enemy.
Caius Casades, who was one of the I don't think he was a Grandmaster of the Blades necessarily, but he was definitely like a, you know, one of the higher ups, so to speak.
What do you want?
One of the higher ups, and was like deeply entwined with like the Blades, and having it being very like he was saying, exercising discretion and like not always showing all of his cards, so to speak, when he would have you doing various tasks, especially in the early game. Which is interesting. I think that's like an interesting storytelling device, like plot line. This notion of this semi-secret organization that is, yeah, very, very discreet, and that everyone kind of knows about in a general sense, but like the actual happenings are kind of kept under wraps.
Here, perhaps you will find this useful. One of the books I saved from my Blades training. You go into danger. Jauffre didn't tell us any more than that, but know that our prayers go with you.
It's nice. Warp in the West. Yes, we heard about that one.
It isn't widely known, but many brothers of the Order of Talos are also members of the Blades. Chapter houses of the Order, like Wayland Priory, provide safe houses for traveling Blades as well as our more public religious functions. Blades who are too old for the active service often join the Order as lay brothers. We are honored to have Grand Master Jauffre, or Brother Jauffre as he prefers, as a resident here. The blades are closely linked to the Order of Talus. We both serve Talus, of course, and many of our brothers are former blades. I myself was training as a blade when I received the call to serve Talus in a different way.
Very good.
Take care.
Here's about that book, by the way. Get that block skill up. I was just saying, I don't really use block a whole lot. Probably fairly low. Ooh, 8's pretty low. 8 is pretty low. Like I guess they do say a successful block does reduce damage. It doesn't negate it yet, but it might eventually.
I know that you are on an important mission for the Blades. Please, if you need a horse, take mine from the Priory stables.
It's nice.
Go with Talus's blessings. Do not fail.
Everyone's like, please, you must hurry. Make haste. And I'm like, yes, I absolutely will. Anyway, time to do more exploring. Also, there was that structure we saw earlier. There's that castle wall looking thing over there, I think. So I definitely won't get distracted. No way, no how. Not in a video game like this. Go upstairs to the outside. So I see many blessings. I'm gonna save before I start helping myself here. Afflictions banished. That probably like cures diseases, that kind of thing. Actually, all I want, just the mushrooms. I can't make potions with cheap wine. That's already a fully formed potion. Although the idea of grinding up a goblet or a clay pitcher into a fine powder to then add it to a potion to make some like horrible abominations is kind of fun to imagine. So that being said, thump. I like that noise. So we've got our marching orders for out here. And a few things to explore. We could take the one of the horses, but I don't know. I feel like I'm playing so slow anyway. I feel like a horse wouldn't really do a whole lot for me necessarily. Here's what this is. Maybe this is like part of the Priory. Just it's very striking. It's in such close proximity. Makes me think it's not a coincidence. This is a crumbling mine. Oh, well, no, this is something that is, like, very unique then. And not at all the Priory. Kind of surprised that they didn't, like, make mention of it. It's like, oh, by the way, there's an old crumbling mine in our backyard. Pay it no mind. It might be full of skeletons, maybe. These rocks just lend themselves to climbing up. Oh, there's dudes. Okay, never mind. I thought it was gonna be... I mean, they have skeletons inside of them.
Yes?
Oh, wait, no, this is Chorrol.
State
Chorrol.
your business. We're all talking about the Emperor's murder. Aye.
Yeah, so this is like... Oh, it's right there. Okay, so I actually passed up the door. So yeah, it's a structure, town thing of some variety.
Yes.
It's a cool, like... Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. Oh, boy. Okay, sorry. Yeah, my stream lagged for a second. Actually, did my entire fucking computer lagged for a second. Game is not crashed. OBS is still running. Okay, we're good. Yeah. What I was about to say is I like the cool insignia that he has on his armor. Also, I like the color blue. So this is like kind of a town of sorts. Okay. We'll definitely want to explore that. See what kinds of cool things are about this place. I want to check out the crumbling mine. Stables are closed right now. Can't say I blame them. It is 1 a.m. Almost 2 a.m. actually. I'll check this out in a second. However, I'm back for this mine. Don't mind if I do. Now, is it in the process of crumbling and deteriorating, or has it already crumbled? Let's find out, friends. Let's save real quick. Especially because that lag spike that we endured was noteworthy. Certainly worthy of note. Okay. Kinareth? Yeah, I'm guessing that those kinds of symbols are probably significant in some way. When I saw it, my first thought was Lord of the Rings, the tree of I can't remember what it's called, but this great white silver tree that is depicted frequently on like shields and armor around is it Minas Tirith, I think? Just a very striking image. Are they bad guys? Maybe not yet. I mean, bad guys don't necessarily inhabit mines. But they might. Man, these bitches don't know. Once we start getting more unlock spells, it's gonna be over for these motherfuckers. Hey, what's up, Rossi? Oh, that's probably it. It's probably just the Tree of Gondor. Yeah. That's probably it. I'm revealing myself to be a fake Lord of the Rings fan, by the way. I like Lord of the Rings a lot, but I'm kind of out of the loop for a while because I've actually never read the books. Don't tell anybody. I haven't read the books and I haven't watched the movies probably in about 10 years. Actually, longer than that. Probably about 15 years. It's been a minute, and it's not that I don't want to watch them. It's not like a thing I'm like avoiding or choosing not to do. I just haven't gotten around to it. Like, it's one of those things where I'm bad about watching movies and like watching TV shows. I never give myself time to do so. Also, this little pressure plate here. I think the doggo missed it. The wolf missed it, but yeah. So it is noteworthy. God of nature, that's quite fitting, yeah. Quite fitting. Warhammer spin on figures. Paint the white tree a whole one. Oh, that's kind of fun. So like there was like a Warhammer spin-off kind of game. Yeah, spin-off game for aimed around Lord of the Rings. Because yes, painting that a million times would definitely drill it into your head. Especially if you had a veritable army of Gondor fighters. Gondorians, if you will. Yo, Otto, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I'm doing well, Otto. Thank you for asking. We're playing some Oblivion. I'm in the midst of my first ever playthrough of this great game. It's taken me a long time to get my ass around to this game, but better late than never, and I'm enjoying myself a lot. How's life treating you, Mr. Otto? You and the fam? Life's a whirlwind. I cannot say I blame you. As I know, since Kiddo arrived, I'm sure things have been a little bit hectic, but I hope things are going well. Hope you and the fam are chilling. Excuse me? Right, so he is a bad guy. Oh my god, did you just physics into the wall? Oh. No, he did not. He's so scared. He's like, no, I don't want to see him. Oh, I'm scared. He's an archer, so it makes sense he would want to be at a distance, but still. Ouch. So see, I heard another voice. Bonk. So he parried that attack, but it still did some damage, clearly. Motherfucking bandits. Can't say I'm surprised. I'm gonna play some Daggerfall. Yeah, I would like to. I would like to eventually play Daggerfall. Of course, I know there's the Unity remake, or Unity version, I guess. that also is apparently quite nice to play. So yeah, there's a lot of great games that are on my list. Oh, interesting irony. So they never made like a full game out of it necessarily. That's a shame. I like to think that people would be, well, I mean, you just said interested, dry up. I was thinking like, I'm sure there are people that would be interested in such things. The Venn diagram of people who are into Lord of the Rings and people who enjoy Warhammer is probably fairly close to a circle. So you'd think that there would be enough interest, but yeah, they just couldn't get it going. That's just how it goes. But man, those battles, those cinematic battles in all three of the movies, honestly, are, well, especially 2 and 3, are so memorable and like iconic for so many people. The idea of like experiencing something similar to that in a tabletop format sounds very appealing, I think. Now, granted, I'm not into Warhammer, but if I was, I would see how watching those movies would be inspiring. Still twitching. Now, he's not alive. He's very much dead. But the body physicsing, it's like, oh god, he's still alive. Had her first birthday, got a promotion. Yo, that's sick, man. Been busy though, of course. And of course, you know, when it comes to things like streaming and hobbies and whatnot, it's not going anywhere. You can always come back to it if you ever wanted to. If time ever started to free up for you, so. The way I see it is it's never too late, Otto. If you ever wanted to, if you ever got the itch to get back into it. But I totally get it. Yeah, work taking up a lot of time. And yeah, kiddo also understandably taking up a lot of time. That's how these things go, man. Priorities and such. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? He just said morning, and then he went to fight me. Or she, rather. Ouch. Draining my luck. That's just my luck. There, you're dead. This motherfucker was like, morning, and then tried to smack me with a mace. Because I was not paying attention. Fucking jump scared my ass. Lord of the Rings games. Yeah, there's 3 of them. Well, no, there's more than that. For the movies, at least, there's like the original. There's games based on the original trilogy. Then there's Shadow of Mordor. There's some kind of real-time strategy game that I've heard pretty good things about. There's quite a lot of them, actually. Shadow of Mordor, yeah. Is Shadow of Mordor kind of not so good, though? Like you were saying? It's very commercial. I thought the first one I'd heard good things about. I think there's 2 of them, though. Yeah, I've heard the first one's pretty good, but I don't know much about it. Of course, I've not played it myself. But yeah, I loved the... there were some licensed games. Shockingly, some licensed games that were very, very good. Like movie tie-in licensed games. They were extraordinary. There was one based around the 2 Towers, which was fantastic. And then Return of the King. I actually didn't like the Return of the King game as much, although it had more features. The combat just didn't feel as smooth. It didn't feel quite as polished in some ways, but still, both very, very good games. There was a Fellowship of the Ring game, which I heard was not as good. There was also a Hobbit game, which which seems fun for sure, but like seems cool and like cute, but is more themed around the book than, well, it came out years before the movies were ever even going to happen, but it's very much like a kind of a kid's, more gunning for like a kid's player base. Like this is the kind of game that is, yeah, more geared towards children. Not this one, but the Hobbit game. What in the world? I get it by a trap or something? That was weird. There's a real-time strategy game. Yeah, the Return of the King one. Yeah. The first one's good, but the second one not so much. There's a GBA 2 Towers. Really? I don't think I know that one. It doesn't surprise me that there were several versions. The movie tie-in games. This just cave in? Like, I feel like there was like a screen shake or some kind of blur. Can I move the rocks? Not move the rocks. Lord of the Rings. Oh, you're right. Yeah, this is the Lord of the Rings Lego games. There's at least 1 or 2 Hobbit Lego games. You're right, Otto. Yeah. And of course, speaking of Lego games, that Star Wars Lego game has been popping off. The newest one that is apparently it's super good. So yeah, Lego video games especially have been extraordinary recently. And I'm here for it because I remember back in the GameCube, PS2 era, Lego Star Wars was a really fun game. Just like the original Lego Star Wars was a really fun game. They've made so many. And again, this newer version that just came out a few weeks ago is apparently really something special. So Lego popping off with video games is pretty fantastic, and I am here for it personally. I don't know if he's a villain. He probably is. In fact, I'm going to save. It's the off chance that he's like a level 99 badass. Yeah, I don't know if he's a bad guy. She. I'm being very sneaky. Save a lot, that's right. Because there are crashes and glitches. He's got I think a magic shield. And we're also increasing our sneak. Without really meaning to. Oh, they're bandits. Now, I wonder if I could employ sneak attack of some variety upon this man.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
And they are indeed bad guys. I can't say I'm surprised.
Today you die.
This guy's got quite a lot of health. That makes me a little bit worried.
That's the best you can do.
Won't you die?
Okay, never mind. He doesn't have that much health because he's almost dead.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Ouch. It's got me down to about half health. Whoa, a steel warhammer. Wow, that's pretty valuable. Very heavy, too. Was I wrong? I thought he had like a magic shield. Now it's a regular shield. It just looked like it was glowing. He was the ringleader. He had fancy boots. Fortify sneak. Hey, we'll take those. We take those. About 40 pounds. Yeah, it's valuable, but it's very heavy. Probably not really worth. Boots of the Taiga. So it's pretty good. And the armor level is the same. Much more valuable and a little bit lighter. So our mismatched armor combination continues to grow with additional contributions. Wait, hold on. I don't understand. You mean like so? There's the video game War Thunder. So you're saying there was some kind of like leak relating to the game War Thunder? So I've actually never played War Thunder. I have some friends that love it. Actually, that's not true. I think I have played War Thunder. I think I played it at like a LAN party for like an hour or so. It's I've played World of Warplanes for a couple hours with friends, and I've maybe a little bit of War Thunder, but I can never like stick to those games. The more PvP centric free to play games. Frustration going up, baby. Oh wow, I'll take all of it. That one guy was the ringleader, and this is probably the end of the line. For this area at least, looks like they were trying to crack in further. Yo, what's up, Dave? Oh, classify. Oh, fuck, really? Oh, shit. And it's not the first time it's happened, really. Ooh, look at that. What were they getting themselves into? This looked like some kind of subers. Wonder if there's another way around. Although if there is, we don't know how to get to it. Yeah, that's fascinating. This is, so we need to remember this is more like in the north by northwest direction. So maybe once we get into, this is inside of Chorrol. So maybe there's another entrance, if there's an entrance into the sewers, for instance. Yeah. So we might have stopped a plot to like invade their sewers. This crumbling mine. So it's happened a bunch of times. I don't, wow. And he said it was a player in China who was in the military. Oh, interesting. Wow. So a Chinese person, player, leaking what I'm guessing was like Chinese military secrets. Who I could see that not being very well received in, you know, by Chinese officials. Granted, that kind of thing is, you know, taken pretty seriously here in the States too, but like, who, buddy? Oh yeah, that sounds like it could get grisly. I'm fascinated that's happened so many times, and specifically in War Thunder message boards. Although, you know, it's a video game all about warplanes and warfighters, that kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, I have some friends that have like worked for, you know, those kinds of like military contractor places, and yeah, sometimes they have to deal with classified info. And yeah, there's like, of course they don't tell me a lot about the specifics, but there's like, yeah, there's protocols, there's like procedures you have to follow and all that jazz. And yeah, some things you have to kind of like, you know, there are details where it's like, oh yeah, this little nugget of information is, you know, is something I can't talk about, you know, for whatever reason. So they've never like shared anything with me that was, you know, because I don't have like a security clearance or anything, so like they can't share that kind of stuff with me willy-nilly. But like they've mentioned, it's like, oh yeah, like, you know, there's aspects of this thing I'm working on that I can't really talk about. So it's interesting hearing them talk about it. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, my understanding is that like, well, that's the thing. Yeah, if it was classified, it's like secret or like top secret. I guess it's different with how China does it, but my understanding is that with the way the United States does it is that like, yeah, like there's confidential, then there's secret, then there's top secret. And like, yeah, if something is leaked that's confidential, it's annoying, but it's not like really dangerous per se. Then if it's secret, then it's like, oh, that could cause some problems. And then if it's top secret, it's like, whoa, that's a spicy one. We don't want that getting out. So also, yeah, I'm looking around to see if there's any other paths, but I don't see any, so I tail it back here. Told some crazy stories watching. Well, I mean, it's one thing if it's like a, you know, like a government branded secret that is where like if it gets out it could cause harm or could jeopardize military operations or government operations. Like, yeah, I get it. But at the same time, I also like to think that there's like, you know, there's also like the danger of I read something not too long ago about this. There's the danger of like over classifying things, or like, you know, being overly protective or overly secretive, because like the more like a thing is like classified as like being protected or something like that, it means it's like harder to like work with it. Like, it's because you have to make sure you're talking to cleared individuals, you have to like be in a secure facility, like there's all these things. So it's like you can make a lot of things like super secure and classified, but then like you're just adding more red tape to it. So there's something to be said for like over protecting and kind of over turtling. So I like to think that there's a middle ground somewhere. Broke up a drug deal. Oh no. Stopped by being, oh really, that's fascinating. I mean, that's an interesting story for sure, but like, yeah, that's not like, that's the kind of thing where I don't think sharing that kind of story would be like troublesome at all. Excuse me, at all. I think it's funny, but like I don't see that as being risky, sharing that kind of info. So like, that's just a funny story, I think. Also, I think actually I'm gonna go back down there real quick so I can take a quick nap and then level. I think we've done enough. There's acrobatics, by the way. I think we've done enough where we should be able to get some pretty good little level multipliers. So I'm gonna do that real fast. Then we'll check out this cool little place. Except I forgot how to get to it. Was it over here? Yeah, here we go. How do I get in this scary place? Just gotta get in this dusty, stanky little mine. Take a little power nap. On one of the bed rolls. And I'll be in good shape. Public information. Yeah, I got you. So yeah, certain details you wouldn't share, which is, you know, perfectly fine. I fully trust your discretion, Lotto. Alright, so we didn't actually get any other things there, which is kind of a shame. But oh well, I'll still do the level. Speed, yes. Intelligence, yes. Once again, willpower or luck, because it's only a +2. I guess I'll still do the willpower, just because we can always use more of things for destruction, alteration, and restoration. Level 5, baby. Level 5, bulbous boy. Hell yeah. We got our cool, shiny boots. Also, we are very fast. It's almost like leveling speed makes you faster. Also, can I run to the spike ball? It never hurt me. I feel very fast.
Ow!
Ouch. Yes, I sure can. So if I wanted to, like, power level restoration, that'd be a very cheap, gamey way to do it. We got more magic, by the way. Time for work stuff, Otto. Of course, Otto. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. It's always nice getting to chill with you. And to hear how things are going. Now, what does that mean? That little thingy down here. Like an active effect. No? That doesn't mean we have a second level, do we? There's no way. I think it would have, like, just powered us to... If we had leveled enough for, like, 2 levels, it would have just bumped us up, I think. It's that arrow pointing upwards. What does it mean, Watson?
Greetings to you.
Sorry, your bed is and, like, bags are very glowy in this
If you're
natural
looking
sunlight.
to buy a horse, go inside and talk to Bongon. Have you seen Valus Odile recently? Spends all day in the tavern since his boys left. Good day.
Thank you, fellow Dark Elf. From one very normal Dark Elf to another. Although, I can't remember who it was that pointed it out, but yeah. I'm actually kind of seeing it now. The Dark Elves sometimes do have, like, maybe even like a slight purple hue to their skin. And it's fairly normal. And then there's
You may
this.
speak.
And it's a little bit less normal. Just a little different.
Good afternoon.
So he would be willing to sell me horses. Maybe eventually. I think I'd rather save my money for the time being. Spend it on overpowered spells. So, with this place, I think one of the loading messages mentioned something about a mage's guild. I wonder if there is a mage's guild here. Very striking scene here. I wonder what's going on here. What this is depicting.
I can eat for a day with a single coin.
Here you go, bud.
Blessings of Julianus upon ye.
What is it? Oh, Castle Gate. Yeah, we cannot investigate those. That'd be an illegal gamer move. My niece stocking up on all the mushrooms. Guessing this is an inn or tavern. Looks to be that way.
My sons. Have you seen my sons?
We just heard about you, actually.
There's been some terrible trouble at the chapel in Anvil. Yes, Rallus and Antus. They're going to fight off the creatures at our farm, but I fear for their safety.
Oh, I think I saw your farm, and I think I stole everything. But I never saw any people or dead bodies, and I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest.
For the last few days, we've suffered attacks from these creatures at our farm not far from Chorrol. They're coming from someplace in the Great Forest. I don't know where, but Rallis may know more by now. My boys will take up the fight, even if the guards won't. Doesn't matter if it's outside the town walls, it still affects us all. They expect me to go with them, but I fear in my old age I'm not the warrior I once was. Would you go in my place?
Sure. No, I won't. Yes, I'll do it.
Somehow, I knew you'd do the right thing. I'm supposed to meet them at Wayne Priory. You'd best get whatever supplies you need now, so you can get there in time. I need a drink to calm my nerves. Please, excuse me.
Unless there's a drink in this for me, you might as well stop talking.
Oh, okay. He's like, I'll stop talking then.
Have you talked to my sons yet? Watch over them and keep them safe. I couldn't bear to lose them to those monsters.
What kind of creatures are we talking about, fam?
Rallis knows why we have to be the ones to get rid of them. Antis, he's another story. He's a good boy, but he's hot-headed. Keep a close eye on him, will you? Good luck to you.
An honor to serve you. I'm Imfrid, owner and publican of the Grey
Imfrid,
Mare.
what an interesting name.
A room? Or food? Whatever you wish. In Chorrol, we don't think much about what goes on in the Imperial Palace. But these murders, the Emperor and all his sons dead? What's next?
How about this guy?
The old fellow? At Wayne Priory? It's a small community outside the walls, southeast of the Chorrol Gate on the Black Road. Farewell.
What is it?
Other happenings?
Ain't you the High Tom Titty?
I am.
You want
I am the
something,
top
I
titties.
guess, or you wouldn't be messing up my air. Yeah, I used to be Fighters Guild here in Chorrol, but I done some incarceration for trespassing and theft. Couple of times. You know, they kick you out of the guild if you get caught doing some incarceration. How many? I forget. But I did a lot.
I like this guy. He's like, yeah, I was in the Fighters Guild, committed some crimes, a lot. Yeah, I've done a lot of crimes. How many crimes? I don't know. A lot. I've done a lot of crimes. Whew. Oh boy, it's like he's having an existential moment.
That modern Orion has got no sense of humor. Hell of a warrior, though. No wonder he's done so well in the Fighters Guild.
He probably hasn't done a lot of crimes. Man, I've done a lot of crimes. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm a criminal. Holy fuck. I've done so much. I robbed so many banks.
If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, I've never been to Chorrol. Oh, hang on, you're someone else. Apologies, my good friend. I mistook you for someone else. Always being asked about it, I am. Didn't I see you in Chorrol, they say? Well, I'm sick of it.
That's a
Sick and
subquest here.
tired and sick, and perhaps a little drunk. But never mind. You look like the honest sort, so I've got a job for you.
We just have that face.
You're going to travel to Chorrol.
An honest
find out
face.
what sort of imposter is trying to besmirch my good name. And you're going to tell him... You're going to tell him I'm quite capable of besmirching my good name on my own. You should cease and desist immediately. There's 50 gold pieces in it for you, friend. Right then. Off you go.
Alright, thanks, fam. Yeah, a lot of side quests here. It's probably the private quarters. Is she gonna follow me? If she's smart, she will.
This is an unwelcome
She's following me.
surprise.
Who are you?
Gone, weakling. I have no use for you.
Then why are you following me, lady? Oh, that's just going to her room. No, she's just sitting down to contemplate life and eat cheese.
What is it?
Everyone is so happy to see us. What is it? Get out of my face. Fuck you, Alex. Hey, what's up, Nupsit? Good to see you, friend. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We're playing some more Oblivion. Checking out a new town, or a town that's new to us at least. There's a lot of places that I want to explore. There's a lot of things that I want to do. We got a lot more side quests, so there's no shortage of things to check out and cool shit to enjoy. Oh, fall damage. Ah! So going in here might be an illegal game remove. I'm going to save real quick. It's not locked, but like entering here might be illegal. Which means I'm even more encouraged to do it. Eat life, contemplate the cheese. Correct. Eat, contemplation, cheese the life. Also more repair things, that's nice. Since I'm steadily burning through my reserves. Don't mind if I do. Repair hammers and small amounts of coins and random knives and such. There's no one in here. We saw at least another structure like this. Guard tower that I thought was locked, but maybe I should go double check. There's supplies in them lower towers. Not a lot of useful supplies, but they do exist. Yes, the cheesy contemplation. Sometimes it's just how it goes. Cheesy, gooey contemplation. Yeah, it's a new area. I'm also looking for sewer entrances because we saw indication earlier of a crumbled mine that we were exploring. That there were sewers underneath, and that the crumbled mine had nearly crumbled to the point, or been like even mined to the point that it looked like it was about to break into the sewers, and that there were bandits that were maybe trying to infest it from there, like getting under the town from outside the walls, which would probably have some implications for the town's security if people can just breach the walls underneath all willy-nilly. So I'm going to see if there's any obvious sewer entrances from within the walls, which really just amounts to me just gallivanting about, looking on the ground and checking more of these. I'm so glad these are unguarded, so I can retrieve hammers and lockpicks and spare gold to my heart's content. We've bought like 1 or maybe 3 lockpicks ever. All of our other supplies have been acquired by just general thievery. It's a good time. Next, I'd be kind of curious to see if there was some kind of summary, some kind of like stats breakdown on what percentage of the gold that we have on our person right now is stolen gold, because it all gets lumped together. Unlike torches, for instance, torches and stolen torches, repair hammers and stolen repair hammers, even lockpicks and stolen lockpicks are separate, but gold is just one lump sum. So I'd be kind of curious to know. I'd be curious to know, like, what's the percentage of stuff that was acquired through legitimate means, whether it be raiding it from bandits or caves, that kind of thing, from a lawless land, or getting it by selling things, more lawful acquisitions, or the percentage from unlawful acquisitions such as thievery. More guard towers. This is the Arch Tower. Sounds intimidating, but it's very normal. It's a lot of clothes and basic gear. There's a torch. There we go. I'm so glad torches are weightless in this game. So it probably goes across. This is the archway, I'm guessing. Yeah, there's a west tower. Imagine having so many chests that look so impressive. Like, oh man, these chests are so plunderous. They could have anything in them. When I open it up, what do they have? Some green shirts and some cups. It's disappointing. And some cheap wine. Same kind of thing here. We could probably go back downstairs. The torch, yes, please. Ooh, private quarters. Now, there could be dudes there, so I should maybe be a little bit careful here. It's yet to happen, but I do have concern for entering a place that is locked when there's people, like, sleeping, and people being maybe none too pleased about it. I'm being sneaky. A sneaky man's. So that's like a person's name. Okay, this is actually a lot more elaborate than I was expecting.
For the love of Azura, can't a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here! Go ahead, please.
This guy was so mad. He was like, fuck, what are you doing in here, you piece of shit? Get the fuck out. And I talked to him, he's like, hello.
Aye, we've heard the old man's story. Nothing to back it up, though, except the word of those two kids of his. No real evidence. Even if it was true, it's out in the forest somewhere. We need to keep what's inside the town walls safe, not go running around outside them. I heard that someone saw the ghost of Lord Vlindrel again, along the road to Bruma. I think I'll avoid that road at night for a while. Aye.
So that tells me I probably shouldn't try to, like, bust into these places. This motherfucker is, like, actually following us around. I don't think we've committed any crimes. Although we have a fame of 1, by the way. I think that's based around quest completions and such. But he's definitely, like, got his eye on us. Except not past this room, past that area, apparently. Yeah, we're not supposed to be in there. That did not stop me. Actually, display case. Excuse me, physics. Very good. I just wanted to see if there was any skills to be acquired. Now, this looks very impressive. I'm guessing these are, like, very important people.
Hello. Welcome to Castle Chorrol.
How are you?
This guy's like, I'm not even gonna look at you.
Hello, I'm Leith Wavrik, the Chief Herald and Countess Velga's attendant. Welcome to Chorrol.
Don't ask how I got in here, by the way. It was definitely through very legitimate means.
I was in Chaden Hall last week, and I'm sure I saw Reynold Germain. He acted like he didn't know me, though.
We just got a quest about this.
The Countess is in attendance. Proper etiquette is expected.
Proper etiquette, you got it.
Fair
Proper
enough.
etiquette. Woo! Ouch, fire. Proper etiquette. I am being proper. Ah! I didn't knock anything over. I did knock that over a little bit, which is good. Proper etiquette. Very proper. There we go. Yeah, smack shit around. Yeah, fuck him up. I'm being very proper.
Hello.
Hello. I'm trying to think, what's a way I can be improper? I don't think I'm allowed to, like, pick things up with the Z button. Also, I think that's the thing that I got that recharges weapons, but I probably shouldn't try to nab it. Although, I am invisible by some means right now. Could maybe you go for a rechargification. You see nothing? Definitely not me, a purple strange man crouched suspiciously by a unlocked display case. Couldn't be me. Not that shit. Yeah, I think this is the thing that recharges your weapons. Like, I would never sell this. I couldn't if I wanted to. I'll hang on to it for now, but... but yeah, anyway. Hang on to it for now, but yeah, we might
Afternoon, sir.
experiment with that later.
I was in Chaden Hall last week.
Yes, we've heard about this rumor.
Goodbye.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Countess Velga of Chorrol. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation.
Tell me all about it. Buy a horse in town.
I've sometimes thought I'd like to make a pilgrimage to the Way Shrines, but my duties prevent me from such extensive and dangerous travel.
She said duties, by the way, for anybody who caught that.
We're a mountain people, tough, independent. County Chorrol is rich in mines and timber, wool and mutton, and hard-working people. As the head of the Elder Council, High Chancellor Orkato is the de facto ruler of the Empire for the time being.
They could use a fence. Probably not
I don't
wrong.
trust you enough to talk about that.
She's like, I'm like, hey, we're gonna buy a horse. She's like, fuck you. I'm not gonna talk about horses. But I will tell you about this town's investigation
I'm
of some
sorry,
variety.
but the investigation
Oh.
is a secret, and I don't trust you enough to discuss it with you.
Oh, I want to help out with the quest.
Goodbye.
Maybe we can do something to earn her favor. I could bribe her with my shimmering personality. I'm sure that would go swimmingly. Speechcraft. How low is our speechcraft skill? It's about as low as it could be. So we're not exactly charming anybody anytime soon. Imagine not being charmed by this handsome face staring you down. Imagine people not being down for that. Ooh, look at this, an unattended dinner table. Hey, fuck you. Unless they can probably open doors, can't they? Yep. Damn it. He's like, yep, just checking on this door. Or, well, you know what they said? They said proper etiquette, okay? Wish I could, like, set a tripwire or something to alarm me. The guard approacheth the door. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna be very subtle. Leave no traces that I was here. Leave no traces at all. No one has any idea that a person was here. No idea at all. No idea at all that anybody was here recently. A real master thief leaves no traces. Yeah, guard walked in and was like, yep, everything looks to be in order. I'm sneaky. I'm being very sneaky. Okay, well, I think it's enough fucking around for now. It's kind of fun just seeing how easy it is to just fuck shit up a little bit. Gonna close the door behind me. Like I said, we leave no traces. They have no idea. Where'd she go? Maybe she became worried about
Yes.
the noises.
The Countess is in attendance from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening. If you wish to seek audience with her, please return at these times. Fare thee.
Must be getting close to the evening hours. Business hours are over. Hello.
Something I can help you with.
Nope.
Farewell.
Just enjoy that room for all of its glory. Ooh. gotta be mindful to guard patrols.
What's this about?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me standing here suspiciously, trying to pick a lock. Actually, I'm not even gonna bother trying to pick a lock. I'm just gonna cast a spell. Now that I'm here, I see that there's nothing in here. Except... Oh, never mind. I thought that was a ladder. Anything else inside of here that was noteworthy? Private quarters, private quarter. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't like us going into the private quarters.
Let's hear it.
They were less excited. They were less enthused about that aspect. I mean, we could have, like, followed the lady into her private quarters. That would not have been received well. That would not have gone over very well. Whoop. One of them just yeeted a knife at me, I think. And actually, see where it landed. I just saw a shard get launched. Sorry, they get really excited when they eat their apples and their carrots. Oh, this is lame. I mean, they're all sleeping. Ooh, sneak skill increased. You do extra damage. Oh, that's kind of nice. Sneak attack damage and such. I wonder if this kind of situation, sneaking around multiple people. I'm gonna try this. If this like multiplies the modifier. Probably doesn't work that way, but I wonder. There's nothing here that's interesting though. I guess I could pick things up just to fuck with my sneak skill, but it's like, I don't think it's necessarily worth it.
Greetings, Nord.
What's going on with you?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset.
This is a very normal conversation.
The Ultimar have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
Good night.
Alright, good night. Sweet dreams.
Good evening.
Good to see you. What's going on with you?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial.
This is how me and my homies talk to each other before we, you know, disembark for the evening.
Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Good day.
Oh my god.
I'm your
Hello.
relief. My feet are killing me.
Instant armor up. Changing of the guard. This is fucking incredible. Yep. Casual wear. Instant switcheroo. That guy didn't have a helmet. That means he's special.
Helmet.
Also, I'm so glad that crouching around, crouch walking everywhere is not at all suspicious. There's a dungeon, by the way. Sex dungeon confirmed. Oops, my hand slipped. And it keeps slipping over and over as I steal all these things. Whoop. I yeeted something. Bear hammers and lockpicks, yes, yes.
Yes.
I'm impressed, like, they're so cool about me just rummaging around their barracks. I'm sorry, what's your name? Bitneld the Cursebringer? Oh, it's because you're a good warrior, probably. Bitneld. What a name.
What can I do for you?
I was like, the Cursebringer. I was like, is he an angel? Is he like gonna fucking, is he about to curse this man while he's sleeping? Like, inspire demons upon him or something?
I've heard they have good magic trainers over at the Mages Guild.
We need to go there at some point.
There are a lot of fine-looking women in Chorrol. Yeah, but they're all kind of snooty and not very nice.
Very good. Good talk. And we could never ask him about that again, by the way. That was a one-time thing. Never again will he ever mention the snooty women of Chorrol. It's like, sorry, that was a one-time thing. It's a limited time offer. I don't just go blabbing about the women here to anybody. Well, I do, but only once. But he gets one.
Well met.
Are you guarding this door? He's either guarding this door or he forgot his keys. So he's like, well, fuck. How do I get through here?
I'm here to relieve you. My feet are killing me. Go take your break. Another day.
It's my turn to stare at the door. Mom said it's my turn to stare at the door. Oh, I wanted to go in here and do normal things. Oh, sorry. I'll stay out of your way. So when they say dungeon,
how can I help you?
I'm starting to think this is not a sex dungeon. I think this is just a like a prison kind of dungeon kind of deal. Damn it.
How goes it?
It's fine. No, I wasn't gonna steal your meat. I would never dream.
How are you?
Okay, I'm just gonna leave. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh, very good. We're all going upstairs. Oh. Are we still alive? Yes. Okay. Oop. A little bit of a lag. Spike of sorts. It was during the autosave. OBS is still running. We alt tab. Poke around a little bit. See if we can keep this thing alive. It's still running. Okay, we're good. Woo. Don't scare me like that game. Goddamn. Let me check their free boxes. Some Greenco leaf, repair hammers, all the goodies. And more torches. And of course, always a nice dosage of paint palettes and paint brushes and tongs and shears. Some more of these. Perfect. In Morrowind, by the way, everyone take a drink. In Morrowind, when you in the starting area in Saint Denis, there is a well-known lighthouse that has some pretty nice things, and like the top of the lighthouse. And there is a guard that patrols it, but it's pretty easy to cheese, and you can get some like really nice things early on. So when I'm playing a game like this and I see an area like this, my brain goes to like, ooh, I wonder if there's like some real cool shit in this lighthouse. And so far, most of these have been pretty banal, but I keep thinking, what if there's like some good shit? And I think the Caldera Mages Guild, still in Morrowind, there's a particular room that has like some master level alchemist tools you can get pretty early on for free. You could steal rather for free. It's not even like an if you know where to look kind of thing. It's pretty easy to stumble upon, to the point where it makes me wonder if the developers did it on purpose. I was expecting to find rat cages, despite all my rage. Okay, well, it's otherwise pretty normal. I would take that. Oh no, except it would be stolen, so I couldn't resell it. Yeah, more paintbrushes alongside their linens and their pants. Repair hammers, yes. Oh, I can't squeeze through there. So we just came from here, the Great Hall. Building kind of catches my eye. I'm looking for any other areas to kind of quickly explore. We might have already explored this one. We saw a arch tower. There's nothing interesting in these guys here. And it probably means we were already here. So we went upstairs. Yeah, we went across the west tower. And I think we went in the private... Yeah, this is all coming back to me. I never descended into this tower, though. Ooh, excuse me. Take those. Oh my. What an unusual painting. I want to investigate that in a second. And for anybody curious, yes, I am aware of a quest that involves paintings. I don't think that this is involved at all, but I know that there is apparently a very noteworthy quest in this game that involves paintings in some ways. So, it's gonna save. That painting is extraordinarily striking. And there's no usages to be done. Just press use and that's it. So, yeah. Maybe there'll be a quest later on where we'll do a thing. By the way, there's no other way out. There's no doors. Gotta ascend. Oh my god. Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. You can even kind of see what's happening here. Like, part of the chain got discombobulated. It's like disconnected with itself. And it's trying to resolve in some kind of way. It's trying to like reattach. You can see like the individual chain fragments. This is totally normal. I think you're right, Irasi. I'm actually worried this is going to do bludgeoning damage if I touch it. Like, ooh, ah, ooh, oh, like it's just beating the shit out of you, right? Calm down, Jesus. Where's the fire? Well, where's the fire? It's inside there. Oh yeah, wouldn't this be a fire hazard? Oh, I actually smacked him. It's like target practice. Be gone, foul beast. I feel like this is exactly like Luke's lightsaber training when he's in the Millennium Falcon. He's got the visor over his head, and he's trying to like block the little zappy shots. Same energy. Yeah, you're right, Iros. Yeah, the lighting is also being accurate. So let's think about this. We just investigated the painting. Maybe the painting is haunted, but it doesn't haunt like interesting things. It only haunts light fixtures directly above it, like one room above it. This is mesmerizing. It's like watching little chain fragments. I feel like it's getting worse, by the way. Like, I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna turn back, and I'm gonna see it, like, poking through the doors. Oops, wrong spell. Can I have it chill out? I know there's the calm other spell. What about calm light fixture? Well, anyway, I think that's... If I leave, then come back, it's completely normal. So here's how it normally looks. Oh. Is that like a sign that it's already fucky? Maybe not. So what did I do? I was like... What'd I do? I came up here, and I was like, alright, cool. And then I like walked this way. I couldn't make it weird like that if I wanted to. Imagine a guard walks into me. doing this, and I'm like, be gone, foul demon, as I'm just spanking a fucking lantern. He like opens, he like cracks the door, sees me just whipping the shit out of a lantern, and he just closes the door slowly. It's like, it's that purple guy again. The guy with the big head and the sad. Oh, we got it. Oh, wow. That's strangely easy to do, actually. Maybe this is a common glitch, like a common bug. I was thinking I had, like, unlocked something cool, but given how easy that was to replicate, it makes me think that this is probably a fairly common thing. Like Rossi said, if nothing else, it's a exercise or a demonstration of the game's lighting system, because you can see the dynamic lighting is keeping up pretty well, so pretty impressive if you ask me. It's hard to hit, man. It's like a mini game. Oh, I got it. I got something. All right, good enough. Yeah, oh my god, I didn't realize this was gonna be a corruption stream. Accidental corruption stream. I haven't done one of those in a while. Any kind of corruption stream things, and they're always so fun. There've been a few times where I would run into somebody I haven't seen in a while. Either online, I would run into them online, or even like IRL friends of mine, because there's a number of Twitch St. Louis friends that I have, where we'll meet up in person. We'll do like meetups, and we'll go to events together, and there's like informal lunches and Pokemon Go meetups, that kind of thing. And every once in a while I'll see someone that'll be like, oh yeah, Alex, how's the corruption stuff going? So that's something I was doing quite a lot of previously, and it's something that I don't want to say a lot of people know me by, but for people that kind of are at a surface level aware of the streams that I do, that's like a noteworthy thing. So it's something I kind of want to go back to from time to time. It's tricky though, because the corruption streams themselves are pretty technical, like we get like the hex view of the files we're looking at. We have like the parameters of the corruptions themselves. Like there's like the different corruption engines and like various methods we're doing it. It's kind of involved. And I think the technicality of how involved the corruptions are can be kind of like off-putting for some. And there's a lot of repeated content because you're just reloading and repeating the same scenes over and over again. In order to like, try to grind out like an interesting scenario to get like a cool corrupted state out of it. So it's like, I enjoy those a lot, but I know it's not for everybody. By the way, Mr. Ogasso, it's good to see you, buddy. You came just in time to see me acquire more pumpkins, which means you already know what it is, baby, which means it's time for more potion crafting. Gonna make some burden potions. Or some burden potions. Restore health, that's actually kind of nice. A new potion. Okay, now I'll make burden. And then damage luck or fortify. That's awesome. That's really good. Yeah, fortify magic all day, every day. You kidding me? For 95 seconds, that's no small amount, honestly. We'll take it. Oh, and then there's this. One blackberry to fortify our endurance, and that's it. Apparently blackberries have endurance fortifying properties that it just takes one. Just one blackberry is all it takes. Probably just restore 50. Yeah, just plain beef. Bone meal, what's that got? Rat meat. Yeah, let's get them cheese wedges. So fortify intelligence, which is very good for us. Or restore intelligence. I'm gonna hit him with the fortify. Excellent. What else do we have? Anything else weird? There's this guy, but can't make anything with that yet. We're not smart enough yet. Rat meats. Onions for detecting life. I mean, if I were to grind up some rat meat and some onions, some raw onions, into a potion, then drink it, I too would become hyper aware. So, well, I would just say some senses would become awakened. So that is not inaccurate. I'd say I would recommend it. I don't know if it would make me aware of like life signs around me, but my life would suddenly become more eventful. All right, let's do pumpkin and beef. Restore fatigue. Then we'll do pumpkin and I'm already out of onions, which makes me a little sad. Pumpkins and oh, restore fatigue and damage personality. Good. Sometimes I like to feel inspired and invigorated, but I also want to talk bad. Talk worse. Let's do flour. There we go. Damage personality. Cool. So good to know. If you ever are feeling too charismatic, IRL, just go into your kitchen, reach inside your pantry, and just get a handful of flour and eat it. It will restore your stamina, but you will talk not good for like 30 seconds. Otherwise, we're going to do some strawberry corn potions. Delicious. I'm going to grind these out. Do the rice first, actually. Look at that. It's going to be a perfect finish. Oh, baby. Oh, except I never did anything with the ginger, did I? Or the ginseng, rather. Pure poison. That's actually nice. I forgot about the ginseng. Alright, so we've powered through a bunch of potions. We can sell them off at some point. Probably fairly soon, actually. Goes back outside. Oh, more opportunities, if you will. I thought these were chicken wings. They're pears. I mean, you could eat a pear like a chicken wing. I'm not sure I'd recommend it. I also am going to save. In case somebody were to happen upon my ass. Oh, I can't stand at the table and like fuck around with things as easily. That makes me sad. Blooded funnel cap. He's out here having a nice what's it called? Those large mushrooms you can grill. Portobello. Nice big old portobello. There was one guard that we saw earlier, but he like kind of pieced out and left me to my own devices. Also, like there's a small bag on this table here, this little side table. It just has pants in it. That's my pants bag that I keep for guests who visit. Let's keep it in an end table there. What's that? Argonian. Oh. Your date of birth, and you were like, good question. How old am I? Yeah, just having that out on like a little end table. It's good to see, by the way, level 98 wizard. Yeah, just some nice linens. Next to some mugs and some cups. It's in front of a nice little coffee table, good for conversation. Those are conversational linens, okay? It's totally normal. Yeah, whenever I see books like this that are fairly expensive, I think, ooh, maybe I'll learn something by reading it. I learned nothing, sadly, but it's still nice. Oh, Gauss, have you ever misspelled your own name before? Like, as a grown-ass adult? Because I've done that on... Admittedly, it's been a while, but I've done it before. And it's like, fucking hell. How did I screw up something that should be so familiar to me? Just those simple moments where you're like, wait, what? How old am I? What is my birth year? My birthday, even? Sometimes those little details slip by us. Small, insignificant details like the date we were born or how to spell our last name. Totally inconsequential. Oh, it's locked. Let's see, I think I looted the rest of these earlier. Clearly, I've got the gamer skills for this. You kidding me? Easy, like I was ever even worried. 1, 1-y, and a 2-zy. And a you-know-what-to-do-y. All that for nothing, actually. I want none of those things. It was just the knowledge. The knowledge gained. I'm like a cat, you see. Sometimes, you know how cats like will be bothered if a door is closed, and they'll meow at the door, and you'll open the door, and they'll just look at you, and then they'll walk away. Like, they don't want to go into the door. They just don't like being unable to explore a thing. That's me in this game. I see a locked chest. I want to know what's in it. I probably don't want anything inside of it, but I just don't like being unable to get into it. They're probably sleeping. It is 4 a.m. They honestly should be sleeping. Yeah. But I still want to find out, so I'm still going to break in. Or let myself in, rather. Ooh, that would have been a good one. There we go. I'm being sneaky, so it's okay. I can do anything with impunity. Oh, he's a sleepy boy. Is he actually asleep? Yes. Now, I wouldn't actually, like, steal any of these books, like, to resell. But only steal something if it was something that was of use to me. Ooh, I'm a sneaky boy. I could steal his pants. That'll show him. I will say it is so much easier to be sneaky in this game than it is in Morrowind. In Morrowind, sneakiness was so risky, and the system was honestly kind of busted for it. You pretty much had to save scum. Like, there was really no way to level training or level sneak, like pickpocketing, unless you were either spending money on training it or just save scumming the shit out of it. It's kind of busted in Morrowind. As much as I love the game, being a thieving character in that game is pretty rough. In this game, it's much more doable, I would say. I know, that's what I've been doing, Ogas. So I've been doing that with like the expensive books. But the cheap books, I've checked most of them by now. And I think most of the cheap books do not have the skill issue. It's like how she was upright at first. I'm in your bedroom, stealing your cheese. And your bread, and your floating folded cloth somehow. She's got that Nern root. A little risky. The Wolf Queen. That was a skill book in Morrowind. There's one. Nice. Get that blunt skill. Smoke weed. Sneak skill going up. Hell yeah. Now they will wake up eventually. It's probably getting close to like 5 a.m. Listening of the hunt. This one's very valuable, but we have no use for it, and I would not be able to resell it. So I will not bother. Vape Nation, y'all. You know, some people aren't down for the Vape Nation, but they'll come around. We just extract that Nern root. Okay, now here's where gamer mode begins. I'm also, don't pay any mind to how long my arms must be to be able to reach over around this hard corner to pick this lock while this lady slumbers nearby, and I'm like cursing under my breath as I'm breaking lockpicks. Snap. Fuck. And she's like, loud swearing in my bedroom while I'm sleeping. She has an iron helmet and a war axe next to her bed while she sleeps. This woman is a chadette. Chadess. We're in her balcony. This is definitely not suspicious, by the way. None of this is suspicious. Can I, like, fuck myself through the atmosphere? It doesn't let me jump, sadly. Darn it. Stealing stuff for fun. I am very much fucking around for fun. I came to this town for quest-related shenanigans. I'm not gonna question how I'm doing this, by the way. Yeah, I came here for, like, quest-related things, and I've done some of them, but then I got distracted for once. For the first time in a long time, I let myself get distracted playing a video game like this. This card's like, yeah, we've been hearing reports of people wandering around people's roofs while they're sleeping. Some strange accords. Yeah, large purple man. The world's saddest and purplest man. Detected in someone's bedroom. Hello? Game, please. Okay, OBS fluctuated a little bit. No, we're okay, we're okay. Good reminder to save. Whenever shit like that happens. Yeah. Yeah, that was not on your end, viewer. That was definitely on my end. Because... well, I don't know why because, but it just happened. Yeah, it is very much the waking hour right now. I was gonna say, we're probably approaching some guilds. Here's the Fighters Guild. We could probably join the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, but I want to join the Mages Guild first, in the off chance there is some kind of mutual exclusion going on there. Really? Again? Jesus. I don't know what's going on, but we're getting a lot of, like, shenanigans. And it's not my internet, it is very much the game. Like, the game is causing some really gnarly, like, I think it's CPU lag or something. This causes OBS to lock up. So let's Alt-Tab. Click back in. Okay. Yeah. I have no idea. I'm just glad it's not crashing like it was crashing so much yesterday.
I can eat for a day with a single coin.
Nermus the Mooch. Here you go, bud. Actually.
It's a fairy tale.
Oh, same one.
It's all just...
Nermus the Mooch. I don't think he gave himself that title, if I had to guess. Here's the Mages Guild. Yeah. I'll wait a little bit for people to wake up, since I've spent all night gallivanting about Arbor Watch for sale. An impressive cathedral of sorts. There's Nermus again. I just gave you a coin. Deed for a day. Gotta say, this place is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Stendarr. Like your very red hair.
I'm the chapel here.
With a very prominent widow's peak.
We're glad to see you paying your respects here at the chapel.
I'm very much a respectful person.
The worst thing is, no one even knows what happened. People heard the screams, but when they broke down the chapel doors, everyone was already dead. In Chorrol, we Highlanders treat our god's teachings as rules to live by. Our lives are governed by the 10 Commands. The Church has taken no official position on his teaching yet, but from the reports I've heard, he may be truly inspired by the divines.
A little bit quiet there.
The Grey Mare isn't a bad place to stay, especially if you're low on septums. Farewell.
Let's back outside. You have any catacombs I could plunder, or like sex dungeons I could explore?
I'm Otius Loren, Primate of Stendarr. You stand before God's servant in the House of the Nine. Be humble.
Be humble. Show some respect. Where's your sex dungeon? I want to plunder your catacombs.
Things go from bad to worse nowadays. Priests murdered on the chapel altar. Oh,
What next?
A great man and a true believer, deep.
I love that total disconnect.
He's not part of our community here, but a resident of Waynon Priory, the monastery southeast of town.
Can you imagine? Priests being murdered. Shit is so fucked. Oh yes, that guy's a really nice guy. We're all big fans of Jauffre. He's very nice. They burned Chorrol down. Oh no! I mean, it seems like an interesting place.
The Oak Enclosure is a nice place, but that talisman seems rather stuck up to me.
We've only kind of explored it for a little bit so far, and there's a lot to explore. Reminds me of Caldera from Morrowind a lot, but it seems pretty all right. But yeah, it seems like so much of it is built around this monastery, this cathedral. And honestly, I hadn't appreciated it until now. These stained glass windows look really incredible, actually. Like, this looks really nice. In fact, the gentleman we need to seek out is a servant of Akatosh, whom looks like they might be in our... Oh wait, no, I thought that was the head right there. I see that's his hair. That's the face. I was about to say he's an Argonian. Nah, it's his face. Unless he's two-headed, which would be interesting.
How are you? Make it quick. Don't get too many folks passing through here these days.
Like people like this that just don't have a last name. Look at that scowl.
The worst thing is, people hurt. The church has taken no official... Enough talk.
Enough talk. How about you? Ooh. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fancy. Oh. Okay, this could be a horrible mistake. This is waiting to happen. Where's that dude I was just talking to? It's right there. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm going to steal this and it's going to be either worthless, or I'm going to steal it and it's going to summon Mega Satan who's going to slap me in the nuts? Of course, these would be stolen, so I wouldn't be able to... Oh, they would not be stolen. Oh, they can't be moved. Ah, of course. They knew what I was going for, man. I thought I was so smart. It's gonna be like, heh. I'm gonna be so cool. Afflictions, banished. It's kind of cool. So these are the Wayshires then we've heard about. Or wait, Wayshrines rather. Wayshrine. So here's the downstairs areas. To a chapel hall. Needs a key. The Undercroft.
You. Hi.
Well
Excuse me.
met. What's
Well
going
met.
on with you?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little animals.
I avoid those things whenever I can. Horrible creatures.
Take care.
Good conversation. More normal Tamrielic
By
conversations.
the 9 divines, can't a woman get a moment to herself? Leave me. Blessings. I'm Orig.
Leave me
Barthel,
alone. Blessings to you.
servant of Stendar. May you grow in the faith. What can I interest you in?
Oh, you have spells for sale. Perfect. Cure disease. That's a fucking big one. I don't have enough magicka yet, but I bet I'll get it eventually. Also, I think I'm sad. There probably isn't blight in this game, is there? Cure paralysis on touch. That could come in handy. Cure poison on self. Yeah, there's probably no blight in this game, so it's probably just one kind of disease. That's kind of lame. Turn undead up to... Oh, that's a much higher level turn undead. Although, we've already spent a lot of money just now, so I shouldn't go too ridiculous. 15 points. I don't know if that's better than what we have right now. Greater and superior we cannot do. Minor respite. Oh, that's for fatigue. Greater convalescence. Some like legit good spells here. I'm gonna take restore strength in the off chance that somebody ever damages my strength, because that shit is very annoying. Ooh, seductive charm. Oh, I can't actually cast it yet. So I should go ahead and get this. What's my current
Tell your
good
friend.
heal that I've got? What's that good? So our current good heal Heal major wounds is better. Convalescence would be a step down. Yeah, it cures most of them. Yeah, exactly. Because in Morrowind, again, take a drink. I mentioned Morrowind. In Morrowind, there was like different. There was like common diseases. Then there was like, you know, spicy shit. Is that a sweet roll? It is. There was the spicy shit, which was. Oh, we got pictures. Just the one. Yeah, the blight. Oh, she's just gonna follow us around. She's wise to do so. Yeah, the blight diseases were much more involved, much harder to cure, much more expensive to cure, and fairly uncommon to contract.
Your last warning. Get out, or I'll call the guards and have you arrested.
Dude, like, is it illegal being here? I'm just reading your books. Looking for first, you know, fun, cool books. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. Am I like acquiring a bounty by being here? It was unlocked, I'm pretty sure. And I bought things from her. Yeah, cool your britches, lady. She's like, I'll take your money and sell you services, but I'm not gonna like it, mister. Oh! Excuse me? Alright, I'll leave. Yeah, they do not like me being here.
Die, damn you!
Wow, she was not kidding. They are pissed. Dude, I bought spells from her, and I thought we were, like, relatively chill, and she was like, blessings to you. Then she was like, actually, fuck you. Ouch.
All flash and no fury.
I don't know, I feel pretty flashy. But if I feel like if I strike back, I will like incur a bounty. They follow you? No way. This is the coolest fucking church I've ever seen.
Just warming up, you pathetic worm. Let's get this
What the fuck?
What's the matter? Getting tired?
What did I actually do? There's a wolf. There's just wolves in here. Oh, they probably summoned them, didn't they? Are they gonna follow me out? Please follow me out. Oh my god! Guards, please! I need help! I'm being accosted! I know, I am being assaulted! Wait, is she saying she's being assaulted? Where's the guards? I need the guards' assistance! I was walking around a church and these people started smacking me and I'm very sad. I mean, I'm already sad because I'm a purple man, but I'm extra sad now. I bought spells and I thought we were cool. Turns out we were the opposite of cool. You like how the guards are mysteriously gone right now? They were like, oh, a disturbance. Time to just not be involved. Yeah, help me out, help me out.
Stay where you are, thief. It's all over, lawbreaker. Your
What did I do? What law did I commit? Resist. Oh, I did acquire a bounty. I wonder what I did. Hey, what's up, Gobby? Yeah. So we did something. Let's see. Oh, that was the auto. Oh, that was an unfortunate autosave. Let me reload this real quick. This is when we first left the building. So by this point, oh, look at that. By this point, I don't have a bounty. What's up, Gobby? We have a TED Talk, by the way. Was that a restricted zone? So yeah, I'll show you the place we went into. It's just wild to me that we don't have a bounty. But the guards determined that we did. Or that we do, rather. So I'll show you where we went. So we went down here. Into this door. Oh, it is locked. Okay, that explains it. The chapel hall was locked. Oh, okay. That was the detail I had missed. I thought it was unlocked. Well, it was unlocked, but I thought it was like open. But I didn't notice like the little red icon. That's exactly it, yeah. Whoops, I'm sneaking right now. I didn't mean to be sneaking. You can hold block and talk to them. Oh, really? That's good to know, a wizard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in. There's nothing that I want to do, but I am going to buy some of her spell. Oh gosh, is the lady not there? Not here? Oops, my hand slipped. Oops, my hand keeps slipping. Because I wanted to buy her some of her spells. There were some really useful spells that I was happy to be able to purchase legitimately. We'll do that TED Talk in a second though, because yeah, I want to resolve this while it's on my mind. Yeah, we entered someone's bedroom, and that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Oops, more finger slippages, except now I need to make more potions. I'm a little bit sad that lady's gone, though, because I, hopefully she'll come back so I can buy some of her spells. Actually, here, let's do this before I, like, get too distracted, because this could take a while. Oh, I have some extra arrows on my person, apparently. Something heavy I can drop to open my inventory space. I need to just sell a bunch of stuff, honestly. Look at all this stolen veggies and fruits I have on my person. Yeah, that's also stolen. Yeah, a lot of stolen things. Oh, I could also just repair my shit, which I could probably stand to do anyway. Yeah, a lot of my armor is kind of fucked up anyway, so this has been a long time coming. Thump. Where's the lady?
By the 9 divines, can't a
Here we go, there's a lady.
Blessings.
So this is a lady that when we talked to her, we bought spells from her, she was very happy.
Business.
And then she got very unhappy. So kind of lessons I'm not going to bother with. Cure disease, even though I can't use it yet, I will buy. In fact, I'll just buy all 3 of these. You think that she wouldn't barter with me if I was, you know, if I was committing some horrible atrocity. But good to know there are restricted zones in this game. I figured if a place was unlocked, then it was, you know, and then it was fair game. Yeah, because we have a thing that is, oh, it's for multiple seconds. Oh, that's cure on target. Oh, that's kind of nice. Heal other would be nice. I missed the on target aspect. And restore strength. Yeah, that could also come in handy. Can't use that one yet. Although I might still grab it, with the hope that we could get it later on. So you can go in there for a little bit, but if you overstay your welcome, there will be consequences. Yeah, good to know. Thank you guys for informing me on like what was going on there, because I was seriously like, what is happening here? It was very entertaining, but it was also very strange. To just be like, everyone here is so mad at me, and then suddenly the attacks began, and wolves got summoned in. Because I just didn't notice it was restricted. So the idea of a door being unlocked, but still like illegal, is so interesting to me. And also the fact that we didn't even get a bounty until the guard saw that we were being accosted. The guard like, you there, the man whose shit is getting beat out of him, you are under arrest. Your days of getting the shit kicked out of you are over. Getting the shit kicked out of you without a license. You see like a crowd of people just beating the crap out of some guy, and the guards break up the crowd. They're like, whoa, easy, give him space. It's like, sir, do you have a getting the shit kicked out of you license? And he holds up his license. It's like, this is expired. Then he arrests him. Anyway, yeah, the entire church. This is a church, dude. You think they would like, I don't know, try for diplomacy? They go immediately for violence with no hesitation. Holy shit. That was very entertaining. All right, over encumbered. Yeah, I was gonna make some potions before I get the shit kicked out of me again by these nice Christian people who like to beat the fuck out of me. Resist shock. That's actually kind of nice. Makes sense that mud crabs would Allow for resisting of shock and such. We could damage health by eating venison. We could cure poison on self. I'm actually going to see if I can cure poison without the damage health aspect. That would be maybe kind of nice. Oh, I don't know if that's an option though. Yeah, just the damage health. Yeah, restore fatigue. So it always comes down to restore fatigue, man, without fail. We could dispel on self. We could dispel on self, or to mix it up, we could fortify health. I think I would rather have fortify health, actually. Playing as a toad. We do have a lot of mushrooms. Well, actually not anymore, but we had a lot of mushrooms. Actually, no, I think we still do. Yeah, here we go. Restore intelligence. Cool. Nothing with that one. I have 16 of these things. I should probably start getting rid of some of those eventually. Nothing with that one. Some grapes to make some water walking potions. Although, we have a spell for that, so we don't need that per se, but still, it's nice. Nothing with that one. So I'll go ahead and do this. Cure poison, but damage health. I'll probably just sell it, honestly. Like, some of the cure types of spells can actually be legitimately useful. Anybody want a nice strawberry and ham potion, by the way? Restore fatigue potion. Delicious. Then some pears and wheat. I guess you could say it pairs well with that kind of matchup. Then apples and bread. Then cheese and lettuce. And a sweet roll, for good measure. Nothing with venison. Oh no, that's okay, Fuzzy. Or Funny, rather. I've had experiences similar. Usually it's like I can feel it's like, yeah, this is kind of uncomfortable, and I catch it early. And I can hit it with the switch-o change-o, but yes, I've been known to be like, whoopsie daisy. Thought this felt a little strange. Yes, Stramberry. I liked how when the church event was happening, there were no guards around, and now motherfuckers out here in full force just perusing. We've seen the Mages Guild. In fact, it is getting quite late. I think we'll be wrapping up in a bit. Let's begin. Let's like go ahead and explore the Mages Guild. There's a bajillion things that I want to explore. Things and places that I want to explore. Bookstore, by the way.
Welcome to Renoir's Books.
Renoir.
I'm the owner, Estelle Renoir. Look around. If you don't see what you want, please ask. The Oak and Crozier is a nice place, but that talisman seems rather stuck up to me.
It's a pretty cool little place. Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with it, actually.
Interest you in?
In fact, I have some things she might be willing to buy from us. Image fatigue on target. Flash bolt is actually kind of nice. Inspiring touch is good. And sell that one. And that's it.
Another satisfied customer. Be seeing you.
Which has got to wake up at by 4 p.m. Yeah, yeah. I mean that is a. I would say in a general sense, I too would like to be up before 4 p.m. Probably significantly before, but certainly before. Yeah, if I can help it. Any skill books, by the way? She has a lot. I like how she has a lot of copies of the same thing, which she's got a legit bookstore here, so it makes sense. It's kind of how bookstores work. Need a lot of product. Here we go, need an account. I feel like we see a lot of copies of that one. I miss back in the good old days when skill books were like worth hundreds of gold. Nowadays, it's like, it'll be worth 50, which is still good. But the book economy was much more impressive back in the good old days. Oh. Maybe they were not, maybe they were not, like, summoned wolves. Is this just a thing that this place has? They're going in the church? They are. Huh. Yeah, we saw the wolves, like, gallivanting about it. I'd assume that somebody had summoned them. Following her around.
I'm Rena Bruyant. I love dogs.
Yeah?
Doesn't everyone? They probably call us the dog people here in town. Romalis and I love dogs. We have quite a few. So sweet and well-behaved you wouldn't believe.
Because when the event happened earlier, there were just suddenly dogs, and I was like, I guess someone summoned them or something. I don't know if there's a summon wolf or summon dog spell in this game, but maybe there is. And since she was aggro to us, they were aggro to us as well.
It's good to know we've got such a strong Fighters Guild presence here in town. Take care.
Here's the lady who really likes us. And she was so happy. Oh, is she still following us around? No, she's just like staring at us.
Hello there.
What's new with you?
I'm gonna interrupt this conversation.
Leave me alone.
She loves us. These are some good dogs. Izune and Bailey. Oh, he's a good buddy. Adorable.
How are you?
This church is so much nicer when they aren't beating the shit out of me. It's so much nicer when I'm not getting fucking murdered by 12 churchgoers in a fucking lunch line of wanting to beat the crap out of me. Although it was deeply entertaining. Made for good content. Well, hopefully good content. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. That's what matters. If I'm having fun, that's the most important part. Because it's all about me. Alright, so I want to find the Mages Guild. So I can join their ranks and mate with their women and you know, become integrated into the society. Whenever I see,
Hello,
like...
I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Like these kinds of like very flowy dresses. I think this is our first Lady Argonian with a very like, what's the word? A very like, interesting voice. I wasn't expecting a Lady Argonian to sound this way. Also, I think she like walked up to us. I don't think I initiated this conversation. Maybe I did.
Likewise, I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
A little bit of an odd thing to just say to somebody you just met, right?
I heard there is a good smith in Chorrol.
That's good.
My mother owns Northern Goods and Trade in Chorrol.
Very good.
Goodbye.
A very normal conversation.
Hello. I'm Castor Scribonia, the writer, author of Woman Gone Wild.
Okay.
Who is the fairest of them all, other than myself? The proprietor of the Grey Mare is lovely. She and the guard captain would be a nice couple.
All right, very normal conversations.
You too.
This guard's like, yeah, I've seen it all, man. So anyway, yeah. This is the place that they all emerged from, and I think the dogs as well.
Welcome to the Oak Enclosure. This one is Talisma, your hostess. Our rooms and food are at your disposal.
That's right, that's the thing that, Khajiit will say.
The Oak Enclosure is the place of choice for well-bred visitors to Chorrol. The Grey Mare is more suitable for others.
Well-bred visitors. Huh.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Well, I do. Oh, you only have 50 gold. You would not be able to afford my wares, lady.
Goodbye.
Any interesting peoples? I would probably be seen. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. Line of sight and such. Doomstones series. Historical works about the early days of the... Oh, I thought it said Roman emperors. Roman emperors. So Quillweave is is the author's name. I think we already read this one. This actually sounds a little familiar. My characters will uproot trees, devastate cities, and summon rains of boiling blood before slipping away to explore the private and intimate mysteries of the heart. It says no social, intimate tales here, all murder and adventure and bloodshed. I'm looking at the books. I'm giving it a little look-see. Of course, the assassination notes all over town. These should be locked, as they should be. Ooh, but these are unguarded, also as they should be. Very good. Yeah, pretty chill up here, though. Oh, someone who would, like, jangle around, swinging from the chandelier like just a very normal person should. Very normal thing to do upon entering a very empty inn. I just noticed there's no people here. Boiling milk. Boiling blood, boiling milk. It's all the goods. I think I've already given you money. He's like, I can eat for a day, and it's like a few hours later, he's like, hey man, how's about another day's worth, please? Fire instead, it's probably the smith. I don't know. I don't know if this is a smith, you guys. I'm not convinced. Okay, I was gonna say, wait, what if I just do this? If they're wise, they will open the door. Very good. This actually does look really cool. This also looks like a pool of blood, more than anything. Yeah, I think another one of the NPCs said that she does offer some cool training opportunities. Before I have her repair anything of mine, I'm gonna repair my own stuff real quick. Well, okay, never mind. I guess there's nothing to repair.
Hello, I'm Rashida, the smith, and this is fire and steel, quality armor and weapons, repairs too. What can I do for you? Nice town, but you need money here to live well. Head out of town and do some hunting. Sell the skins, or you can loot old caves and ruins.
That is exactly what I do, very frequently.
Ah, Chorrol. Easy access to all the other cities of Cyrodiil. Armor, weapons, I have it all.
She's got it all. Iron Claymore. We saw the Steel Claymore earlier that caught my eye. There it is. Kind of tempting. I don't know if I'm quite sold on it though. As far as light armor, there's not a lot of options. There's her special armor and strength, which is pretty good. Heavy armor too. Lockpicks and repair hammers. Well, I will sell you some things, lady. if you would be down. I think I might just go ahead and sell these. My boots, despite being in combat, I think a few times at least, have not suffered any consequence. So I'll sell my old ones. I will go ahead and sell these two while I'm at it.
That seems a fair price.
Thought I had other stuff to sell, but I guess not. I probably already sold it, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's a good. I like this voice as well. Yeah, it's a very like, a very pleasant voice.
Goodbye.
Mage's Guild. I saw it earlier, in all of my gallivanting earlier. Fighters Guild. Ah, here it is. Again, all right, everyone take a drink. Like in Morrowind, the town of Caldera. Unless I'm getting Caldera and Pelagiad confused, and I could be.
Anytime now.
What's new with you?
But yeah, having like these the two guilds kind of back to back.
Ugly little animals.
I can't stand the sight of those creatures.
Good day.
Be seeing you.
Oh,
All right,
hello.
I'm listening.
What's new with you?
I saw some mud crabs by the water recently. I steered clear of them.
Ugly things with their thick shells and sharp
Is this what rich people do all day?
I avoid them.
Bye.
They just go around striking up conversations with random passersby.
Hello.
Be gone, weakling. I have no use for you.
And talk shit on mud crabs and be like, foul creatures. So horrible. Terrible creatures.
I'm a hunter and mountain man.
And then they see a purple rotund lad like myself, and they're like, ugh, don't touch me.
Lead you a merry chase. Poison on your arrows can help, and it won't hurt the meat. I can't believe that Glisto would live with that Malintis Ancrus. Shameful, and her being such a lovely girl. Let's get to training.
That's kind of nice.
Farewell.
When he said, let's get to training, my brain went to, let's get down to business.
Yes.
To defeat the Huns. Anyway, Mage's Guild, we found it. Holy shit. It only took me a little bit to find it. Hi there.
How are you?
How are you? I saw a mud crab the other day. Horrible creatures. Would not recommend. 0 out of 10. Would not fap again. Too late. Already fapped
I
it.
am Alberic Litter of the Mages Guild. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. You'll
Mages
want
Guild.
to talk to Tikius if you're interested in joining the guild. Any other leader of a local guild hall can help you as well.
That's a good point too, Funny Roll. We do have several thousand gold on our person, which I think is probably significant in like the general goings on. Like I think in the town's economy, a single person having several thousand gold is not a small deal. But no, they're like, yeah, get away from me.
The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned.
Aw, man. No necromancy.
Take care.
No, that's fine. I'm not surprised. Oh, I missed the blue robe dress code note.
Greetings, citizen.
He's going pretty ham on that booze, by the way. It's like, holy shit.
Are you
on the jets.
Interested in joining
cool
the
the jets.
Mages Guild? If you're thinking of making Chorrol your home, you should join a guild. It's
like this
hard
one.
work, but steady money, and people get to know you.
5%. Yeah, I remember you saying, Funny World, that like if I wanted to do training, that yeah, you would want to do before leveling.
The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies.
We've already heard about that one.
Well then, it's no small matter. Membership in the guild is quite an honor, but also a responsibility. Do you wish to join the guild?
I'm down. Sign my ass up.
Very well. You are now an associate of
That's
the
simple.
Mages Guild. The full guild hall is now available for your use. You'll need a recommendation from each local guild hall in order to advance further. Until then, the arcane
that's interesting.
university
Okay, so
will
that's
be
how.
closed to you.
But eventually we can
Welcome
ascend
to the guild, and good
and
luck.
have that open to us to learn and get cool shit.
The Arcane University is the seat of the Mages Guild in Cyrodiil. Located in the Imperial City, it houses the leaders of our guild.
Train's a good use for gold. I mean, so far, the vast majority of my gold has been spent on buying spells, and there's some pretty expensive spells. So I'm not exactly flush with gold yet, but eventually we probably will get to that point.
It's good that you've joined one of our local organizations. It helps you make the right connections.
I feel connected.
We're all better off now that necromancy has been banned from the guild.
Safer that way.
It's just safer.
No skeletons running amok. Well, reanimated skeletons at least.
I'm afraid I can't just write one out of hand. If perhaps you can clear up a small matter involving Irana, you can prove your loyalty to the guild and earn my
buying spells for, yeah, exactly. Because yeah, equipment, you can always, well, almost always find better equipment elsewhere. But yeah, spells get expensive.
She and I have an unpleasant history. She does not care for guild regulations and errantly believes I am misusing my powers. I have seen that she is in town. Though she has not approached me, I know she wants something. I would like you to find out what it is. Determine what she's after and how we may be rid of her. I do not want her here spreading her lies.
Quest activated, very good.
Make haste. I wish to be rid of Irana as soon as possible.
What is
anyway, I'm gonna continue drinking.
Excuse
this shit drives me to drink.
My name is Angalmo. Can I help you? I passed her the other day. You wouldn't believe the look she gave me. Whatever happened, she's taking it out on the whole guild.
I wonder if it's one of the, like, unhappy people. We've encountered many unhappy people in this town, but I wonder if it's one of the unhappy people we saw earlier.
If you need training, Athragar has a reputation for being very good with alteration. You might consider speaking to him about it.
Good wait to exactly. That's the constant challenge.
Okay, I'm stumped. If I had more time, I'd buy that off of you and bring it to Sindarian in Skingrad. He's the expert on strange plants. Perhaps you should take it to him. If any other alchemist can help you, he certainly can.
Yeah, nobody knows about this Nirn root. We can't make anything with the Nirn root. It's just fucking weird.
Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upset more than a few people. What can I interest you in?
Yeah, Calcinator. And yeah, Alamex. We have a retort, and Mortar and Pestle. Got a lot of potions. Whee, look at all those potions and reagents and soul gems. Maybe you'd be interested in my awful burden potions. 17 of them, to be exact. Potions I brewed myself under dubious circumstances. Damage health on self and cure poison. I'm just gonna sell these, actually.
That's a fair deal. You drive a hard bargain.
You drive a hard bargain for these horrible potions. Toxic sludge. Detect life. I think I'm gonna sell these as well. Because we have a spell that does detect life. Also, there's a quadrillion of them.
That's a good deal.
Fortify endurance. That's kind of tempting, actually. 50 points. I will keep just the one.
A fine.
Just that one. Fortify health. 23, 22. I'll keep just that one. I don't think they stack. Probably. Intelligence. I'll keep both of those. Keep the Magicka. Frost Shield, it's only 9%, but it's not... It's something. Night Eye. I'm gonna sell all but... Actually, I'm gonna sell all of them because... Well, no, I'll sell all but 2. Whoops. So we do have potions, or a spell for Night Eye, but... having something to... Oh shit, I should be wearing my armor, by the way. For all this trading and such. I have good boy armor. That makes people like me for mercantile more often. And Lord knows I need all the help I can get to make myself more likable.
What do you want?
Playing some Call of Duty, very nice. Oh, but it's, yeah, it's very chill, yeah. Yeah, if I'm playing a game like Call of Duty or something that's very adventure-y. Or some combat-y, then yes, the tranquil tones of Oblivion might be more calming than expected. Pure paralysis on self. That actually could come in handy, because if somebody hits us with a paralysis spell, we won't be able to, probably, at least if it works like it did in Morrowind, we won't be able to cast any spells to cure our own paralysis. We need a potion for that shit. Okay, poison, we'll keep that. Detect life, let's go ahead and sell it. Healing, that's fine. Resist fire, that's... Oh, I'll keep the 13%ers. I'll keep whatever the best ones are. I'll keep all but 2. Just frost, that's fine. Poison, it's fine. Yeah, we got a lot of resists. Fire shield and restore fatigue. Damage personality. Okay, those are less useful.
Excellent.
60 restore fatigue potions. 7 points for 30 seconds. Oh my god, he can't afford it.
Can't afford to do that.
Let's sell 45 or 50. Hold on, I want to get all of his money in one fell swoop. 53. 54. 8. Oh, that's 810. All right, 53 it is. 52, whatever. But then he instantly replenishes all of his gold. There's a cool helmet that has that. That's good. Night Eye is a very
you got a great deal there.
Convenient thing to have, especially for a constant. A constant Night Eye is so good. 4 points for 15 seconds. That's actually not a lot. 35 points instantly. So these are like healing over time.
That's a good price for a good customer.
I will keep 2 of these water walking potions. Poison of catastrophe. Debilitation. Sickness. Alacrity. Actually, alacrity is a good thing.
A good price.
Get it out of here.
For a good
20 points. And these are like the garden variety potions that are easy to come by. Water walking. We don't need more of those. I'll sell this one. We could afford a house now. We're making some dollars, man. We're making some moves. I keep that. And I've got more of these. These are like non-liquid assets, I guess. So these are more things we could sell once people like us even more to get more bang for our buck. Not that there's a lot, but still, it's nice. It does add up. Yeah, selling potions has been huge for like building up our equity. Like that's been so huge. There was that lady we talked to earlier that said, oh yeah, it's good to have a trade, you know, hunt deer and like sell their pelts, sell their meats or plunder dungeons. We're making money by, yeah, I mean, we get some money by plundering dungeons. We get the vast majority of our money by stealing ingredients and making potions of those ingredients and then selling them to people for a mad dosh, and it's fucking great. It's a cheap house, and yeah, I recognize that there's, I think at least a few home purchasing options in this game, much like in Morrowind. But in Morrowind, it was a bit more involved, as I recall.
I hope I can help. She's nothing but trouble. She went to the university long ago, but was expelled from the guild.
Oh shit!
Caused all kinds of trouble while she was there.
She was an ex-member.
I think Tychius was the one who finally blew the whistle on her. That'd be just like him too, always playing by the rules.
What a nerd.
If you're skilled enough, Athragar has a rather powerful frost spell for sale. Very effective, but dangerous to the inexperienced.
I am also even more interested.
Bye.
Basement is open now, by the way. Did this guy have any spells for sale? He did not.
Be seeing you.
And it's legal for us to be in the basement. Ooh, I see pumpkins. Oh, I see. Right, hold on. I can't get sucked into this tonight because I need to wrap up pretty soon here. But I will absolutely plunder the basement in a bit. Or I guess since I am part of this guild now. It's like I'm plundering myself. Plundering myself live on stream. Oh my goodness. 18 plus. Yeah, I am curious though. I want to see like what other wares are for sale. That kind of thing. Oops, my finger slipped. Oh, except I don't think this is thievery anymore. So now it's not as fun. It's not as fun if it's not stealing. Now I have no interest. Yeah, we can just pick these things up. It don't matter. None of this matters. I don't know if I'm gonna startle him. Hey, look at all this stuff they got out here. Cinnabar, Polypore, Redcap. That sounds cool. Papa Hobbits, that's right. I've eaten 45 pizzas in the last 30 days. It's just not the same. I saw Ceramic Bowl. I was like, that's a weird name for a book. Jesus, that's a big... Oh, alchemy skill. Yeah. What do you guys think is my alchemy skill right now? I think I could read the book that he's reading. What do you guys... Does anybody have a guesstimate on what my alchemy skill is right now without looking? Because we've made a lot of potions today.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We'll check in a second, but I'm curious what people think.
How can I serve you?
We've made, without exaggeration, I'm pretty sure over 100 potions today alone.
I don't know all the details, but I heard that she
47.
complained to the council until they removed
Good guess.
Lucius from his position at the Arcane University.
Wait, I'm sorry, what was that?
I don't know all the details, but I heard that she complained to the council until they removed...
They removed him from... Oh, so there's some bad blood maybe going on there. 47, that's a good number. Voice is 34.
Training and spells. Training and spells. It gets so boring after a while. Maybe someday I'll be able to move to the Arcane University. Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now that the Mages Guild has banned it.
So it's illegal, but the Mages Guild has banned it. So it's like, if you're in the Mages Guild and you're practicing necromancy, they can oust you from the organization, but you can't be arrested for it. So I will spoil the beans because, if we look at a reagent, you will see that it shows 3 of the 4 ingredients. I think that means it has to be at least 50, because that means you are a journeyman, I think, of that skill. So I think it's higher than 50. I'm gonna guess 61. It is not a major skill, by the way. 66. Good fucking golly. I joked about this hitting level 100 by the time we're like level 6, but fuck, I was not ready for it to be that high. By comparison, our next best skill is destruction at 53, which is pretty damn good. But 66. Boy been brewing, all right? Boy's been brewing some potions, all right? I've been busy. When I said I've been making a bajillion potions and selling them, I was not wrong. That was not an exaggeration. Boy's been churning. Churning the butter. Churning the potions. Good fucking lord. Library. Yeah, there was a dude that was selling spells, and I'm curious to engage myself with him. Oh no, oh, more food to steal. Sorry, I get a little excited. I have a potion making fetish. And see, that's the thing. If alchemy was one of my major skills, I'd be like level 90 right now, and that would be a problem because I do not have level 90 equipment. So I would be having issues, needless to say. Any cool skill books? We like those skill books here if I can find them. Foundations of Alchemy. I think we figured out some of it. Potion seller from the... Yeah, maybe a little bit, Void. Because there's like the big tall guy with the big hair, then like the scrunched up one. Potion seller. I'm going into battle, and I need your strongest potions. I'm so sad. Frostspire DLC. I don't know what that means, or the Frostcrag Spire, rather. I don't actually know what any of those words mean, but I do have all the DLC. Since it's the Game of the Year edition. So, if there's a thing I need to discover, the answer is probably no. Although I have several notes in my inventory for DLC quests and other things like the Bloodstained Note, the deed. Oh, there it is. The deed. Yeah, there's that one. There's a few other things and like deeds that I'd received. But yeah, we got them all at once we got through the intro tutorial stuffs. And like the sewer dungeon at the very beginning of the game. We got like 5 notifications and like 5 letters just like materialized inside of our pockets, telling us about a lot of DLC quests, including everyone's favorite, the DLC horse armor. Everyone's favorite DLC in this game. So yeah, so I do have all of them. And I've not engaged with any of them knowingly. I'm assuming that a lot of them would be later, like, you know, after we've done some of the main game. Some of them might even be post-game, you know, like considered late game kinds of stuffs, but for the time being, I have not knowingly engaged with any of it. The minor skills, that's right, man. That's what we've been doing. We're cranking them out, baby. Especially the non-combat skills like athletics and acrobatics and alchemy. So yeah, that's where the over-leveling too quickly can become a downside. The way that the level scale in this game works, so it can be a little dangerous. Dangerous. So I'm seeing a lot of just normal books. Not any like super fancy teaches me a thing about a thing books. And those are my favorites. The ones that teach me how to do things. Can't believe alchemy is up to 66. Master alchemist and like soon to be realized by complete accidental bullshit. And also just because he was wanting to make money. Was he chasing alchemical knowledge to make potions that could cure the sick and heal wounds and inspire people to fight bad guys with the greatest of powers, or did he just want money? Mage's Guild is very impressive. There's a lot to explore here, but no people. Where's the peoples? Of course, these are just private residences. Yeah, there was like a dude that was selling. I thought they said they was selling spells, but maybe we're not high enough. Ooh, maybe we're not high enough level. Like within the ranks of the organization. Maybe in order to like unlock their services, we have to ascend further. Kind of like how in Morrowind, there were times like you would ask somebody, "Hey, tell me about your like spell making services," or "Tell me about your spell selling services." They'd be like, "Sorry, you need to progress higher before I can offer my services unto you." Fuck. Double fuck. That was it. Damn it. Fuck. I am clearly getting tired. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. It's not that I'm lame at video games. I have 15 lockpicks and I'm squandering them like a noob. I used to be the big dickiest lockpick swindler of all the lands, knocking out very hard lockpicks with this, or locks with a single lockpick, with only minor saves coming, and now I'm being bamboozled by an average lock. Hey, my excuse is that I'm getting tired. I think the reality is that I'm just a nerd. Blue suede shoes. Oh my god, please tell me I can put them on and we will sound like Elvis. There's nothing in here. You cannot sleep in an owned bed. They won't even let you try. They won't even let you, like, attempt an illegal sleeping operation. And did not give me a bounty. I think in Morrowind they would let you do it, and then you would, if it was in front of somebody, it would be an illegal game remove. So yeah, there's nobody here, in the library at least. Strangely enough, there's not a lot of members of the Mages Guild here. It's like 3 people. 4 people.
What is it, associate?
So that being said, we're gonna wrap it here, and next time we're going to fully explore. Oh, who are you? Oh, see you later. Are you a person? Oh, there are more people.
Hi there.
Do you ever do any shopping at Northern Goods?
Well, of course. I mean, there's always something there I need. And
Want to play
Seed
Oblivion all
gives a
night? I
fair
would if I
price,
could, honestly. If
especially
not
to
for
his
work in the
friends.
morning, I absolutely would.
Farewell.
Tickling
Greetings,
Tinkerbell Void.
Tom.
Void, that is an incredible
I'm Contumelious
association.
Flores,
Because that one MS
in
Paint
charge
that
of
you
enchanted item
redeemed,
recharge in the Mages Guild here
that
in
shit was
Chorrol.
cursed and I fucking loved it.
Get it? In charge.
Because he charges staves and such.
Smart thing is to join a guild. Any guild. Get you a place to sleep for free. No muss, no fuss, no crummy tavern food, and lice-ridden beds.
You'd avoid that if I can help it.
I'd steer clear of her if I were you. She has it in for Tikius and wouldn't hesitate to take any of us down with him.
Yeah, sounds like some legit bad blood for the between the two of them.
Qualified to have access to the Arcane University, enchanting items whenever I want. Oh well, maybe someday.
That'd be sick. Something for us to aspire towards.
I don't know what Archmage Traven has against necromancy, but the first thing he did after taking over the Mages Guild was to ban its practice.
He must have seen some shit in Morrowind. He was like, nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Aye.
Oh, wait, did you have any services? He was talking about, like, charging things, but I see
Hello.
nothing.
I'm Caster Scrib.
Yeah, so you're part of the Mages Guild?
All I heard is that she's looking for some sort of book. You'll have to talk to her if you want to know more.
There's that bookshop in town. That might just be what we need.
Goodbye.
It's weird to me that some of these folks are not seemingly mages, but they're, or by outward appearances at least, but they're in the guild, so they must be part of it. Yeah, these guys are about as magey as they come.
A visitor, yes.
A visitor.
What's going on with you?
Black Marsh has become more dangerous.
He's like,
than
yes, I'm
ever.
definitely a visitor.
Many settlers have been lost, and most non-Argonians have left in fear.
The land of the Argonians is a strange place indeed.
And he's like, dude, you don't just say that.
What is it, associate?
All right, so like I said, we're gonna go and wrap it here. I saved 25 times in tonight's stream, by the way. Very good. Gonna wrap it here, and next time we will explore the Mages Guild. We'll plunder its basements and make a bunch more potions and all that shit, and see if there's anything else of note. And then we'll embark on the side quest that's here within town, and probably just explore more of Chorrol. It's a pretty cool little place with a lot more to explore for sure, but that'll wait for next time, my friends.